What is up, chat? Sorry, I'm just finishing off my lunch. How's everybody doing today? Y'all bring your thinking caps? Ooh. I think I ate too fast. All right, so I got good news and I got bad news. Good news, we have access to all the new support. Bad news, we only have it on Cardfight area because Vanguard Pro hasn't updated in a little while. What up, Nate? Okay, I'm good. Like I was saying, Vanguard Pro hasn't updated in a little while. And I don't even think they have the new Seraph Snow support on here. What about me? I'm okay. I feel like I need to throw up though because I ate too fast. Hopefully it'll pass. Yeah, let me double check. But I'm pretty sure it's not here. Yeah. Vanguard Pro hasn't updated in a while. I've been keeping an eye on it. What up, Shubham? Welcome to the stream. What up, Ant? Guys, I missed you. Sorry about last week. I know I wasn't around last week. All right. So, real quick, I want to address some comments that were on my last video. First off, security upgrader. Yeah, security upgrade retires, doesn't go to Soul. Apparently, I did that. That was a big boo-boo for me. As far as Leonore goes, somebody was telling me to play Alentis and Parcia. Is much more better for rush and more versatile. Hold on, because I don't know Leonore cards very well. When I did my Leonore video, minor bro. When I did my Leonore video, I had never played Leonore a day in my life. That was my very first time even trying the deck. And the thing is, Leonore support isn't just Leonore support, it's also Unison dress support, which I didn't even clock. So I missed out on some Unison dress cards. I'm really surprised I didn't bring them up. By the way, did you figure out Die Kaiser after the last time we tried? I still can't. No, but we can work on it if we have time. Because we're gonna be messing around with a little bit of Seraph Snow, Varina, Nirvana, and the other new Gear Dragon deck that just got released or got announced. I haven't even looked at it, but it has a really cool design. But I also really want to, if we have time, we could try fucking with Die Kaiser again. It's honestly, he has good offense. Only his biggest problem is his plus engine or lack thereof. There we go, Unison. All right, so what were the cards he was talking about? Lisa, is that one? Oh, Alentis. Alright, so Alentis, during your turn, if you have a Vanguard with Leonore's card name, this unit gets 2,000 power. If your Vanguard's in Unison dress, it gets 5,000. At the end of your Vanguard, I was playing Alentis. Hold on, let me look. Alentis was the counter charger. I thought that was a great card. I dig the art of the new Gear Dragon. Yeah, it looks cool as fuck. And honestly, that's like, you know, Vanguard's biggest selling point is this aesthetic. Load. Because I made it on here, right? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was playing Alentis. No, so the comment reads, why not play Alentis and Parcia? Parcia is much better for rush and more versatile. Alentis is Harvest Elf turn 3 onward is better. Harvest Elf is incredibly unsynergistic. It doesn't work well with Legrace. Oh wait, no, that was me responding to him. Harvest Elf makes little sense in this deck. Parcia is much more efficient and even provides the flexibility of reviving Leonorns, Legrace, and Rosariums, which is true. It is a really good card. This one. When the unit is placed on rearguard other than during the battle phase, choose up to one card with unison dress ability from your hand and reveal it. If you reveal the card or your Vanguard is in unison dress state, so +1, choose a card with a different card name from this unit and grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your drop and call it to rearguard. At the beginning of your main phase, if your Vanguard is in the unison dress state, you may put this card into your soul. This is a good card. It is, absolutely. And is Harvest Elf turn 3 onwards is better. Harvest Elf is incredibly unsuggestible. It doesn't work well with Legrace condition. If one Legrace is in the back row, or you shove in a Leonine from the back row and sacrifice Momia and Rosario, turn on 3, it's just bad. I didn't think so, but hey, I get it. I was really just trying to draw extra cards where Leonine doesn't have much of a draw engine either. But that's neither here nor there. All right, let's tweak this a little bit. We don't need this because I forgot that this is Brantgate. And Brantgate has access to one of the best counter chargers in the game. Why am I looking at Dragon Empire? Why am I looking at Kagero? Jesus. Anybody doesn't know, I used to be a Kagero player. I was definitely a Kagero main back in the day. Boba. Boba Mine is soul support and counter charge support, which this deck needs both of. Honestly, I would probably rather cut this for one of these. Honestly, I'd probably rather knock this down to 2. Cards, okay. It's not imprison card. The opponent chooses 2 cards from the drop. I'm trying to decide if I like this card or not. Whipple. I feel like I played this differently. Hold on. Because there's a grade 2 that draws cards, right? I must have just not saved it. But then how the fuck did I record the video? I'm confused. Because there's a grade 2 that's better than that. Than the Energy Blast. Though the Energy Blast does help us rack up. But I recently picked up most of the Seal Dragon cards, excited to tinker for a fun build. Like Seal Dragon, like Kagero cards? Because otherwise, like, the only Seal Dragons I know of in Standard are the Buff Saga cards. Wait, is that really all we have? Opponent's deck face down with 2 or more cards. No, like it's 5,000 power. That's bad. Damn. Prison support kind of blows. Yeah, the OG cards. I used to play that. I played Seal Dragons for a little bit just because I love fucking with people's. I love fucking with people's formations. The biggest problem I had with Seal Dragons was if they hit a grade 2 that had a on place effect, like a good one. It kind of sucked against like Shadow Paladin. Ah, this is the one we wanted. This is what we wanted. When this unit is placed on rearguard, your opponent chooses a card from their drop and imprisons it. If 2 or more of your opponent's cards are in the prison, counterblast 1 and draw a card. Do we need 4 of this though? No, I'd rather go 3-3. My oldest memory of Kagero is getting steamrolled by Do X. I came into Vanguard in set 2. So hold on. Do I have prison in here twice? Is that what it is? Oh, I don't. Weird. All right, so I think this is the build. So what was I saying? Yeah, so I started off with Kagero, where Blazing Flare Dragon was the newest hotness. I loved Draconic Overlord because of the 11k, but I loved the Superior Ride to grade 3. And even though, you know, it's a big minus to get the Superior Ride off, getting to grade 3 your points at grade 1 just felt crazy. And then I built the deck around the Mega Blast. So if anybody that's, you know, not a grandpa like me, Mega Blast was a mechanic in Vanguard. It was supposed to be hyper powerful, but it just wasn't. And what it was you're supposed to pick who goes first before you draw your hand, but okay. First or second? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's bottom deck the trigger. Bottom deck the triggers. What are we playing against? Genesis? That's a Vanguard focused deck. I'll keep the rest. I wish I didn't, because that's really bad cards to have right now. I didn't hate Mr. Invincible at all. I love Mr. Invincible, but he was also a 10k on hit to use his effect. But yeah, like I was saying, a Mega Blast was you had to counter blast 5 and soul blast 8 cards in order to get the effect off. But it was supposed to be really powerful effects, but some of the effects just were not powerful. We're gonna go discard, ride, charge 3, effects, search for hand, shuffle. I did. Then we get to draw for our starter. I think we're just gonna go battle phase and swing. All right. But yeah, so for example, the Kagura one was a Counterblast 5, Soul Blast 8, and you got to retire 3 of your opponent's cards. Now, I know that sounds awful in this day and age, but back in that day and age, Kagura which was the retired deck, could maybe retire 1, 2 rear guards a turn. So being able to target retire 3 rear guards in your main phase was actually like hyper powerful. Actually, oh, let's put that in hand. That's too late. I guess it's okay because we kind of need the fucking we need the draw. Our hand is gaga. Let's ditch the grade 4. Ride. Skill. Draw. Did he put something in the prison? He did. I kind of want, like, I want to call the grade 2 just to draw. But if I feel like if I put it in the front row, he's just gonna swing into it. But I really need the draw right now. That's fine. Let's just call Boba. No, you know what? I lied. Let's call Security Upgrader. Critical. Nice. But yeah, the way I built my Kagura deck was all about, there was a superior ride where if you had a certain grade 2, which in old Vanguard you had to basically run 4 whatever cards you wanted to ride and hope you saw them. It was awful. But the grade 2 needed you to have a certain grade 0 and a certain grade 1 either in hand or on the board. It would counterblast 1, move both of them to the soul to ride a grade 3 from the deck. It sounds like a lot, but the game was really slow back then. And getting 2 extra cards to the soul, then you would need a way to countercharge or hit a heal trigger to be able to turn on the Mech Blast. And I played it with a bunch of cards that said when your opponent's rear guards retire, they get X power boost. So it's like when I dropped that Mega Blast, my columns would go through the roof. But I also had other ways to pump up my stuff. It was great. I was really a fan of that deck. Mr. Invincible was Nova Grappler. It was basically like a Brand Gate, like the OG Brand Gate deck. And his was on hit. You paid that cost. You restood all of your units. But again, compared to what we have nowadays, like even back then, those effects were very niche. One was like, if it hit, retire all your opponent's rear guards. Like they just weren't worth the crazy cost. We can close this. All right, are we getting our asses whooped here? I'm gonna take this. I'll guard the Vanguard. What the fuck does this do? At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. Choose one of your Vanguards, gets 5k. I really wish you didn't do that. And then you get to call another one from the soul. That's awesome. Awesome. And then she just gets 5k. That's cool. And she restands too, doesn't she? I might be fucked here. Let's just take that. Let's just block that. Is he gonna do it again? Yep. What do we got? 5, 6 attacks coming. Oh, word. Word, fucking word. Well, we're probably losing, guys. Sorry. All right, we're definitely losing. Bro. You guys see that I've only seen 3 triggers, right? Oh, 4, okay. So, we'll have to guard this. And this. No, I lied. 1 to 5, just like that. Fucking end me. Alright, let's see if we can recover anything at all. I mean, I had nothing but triggers in deck, so I fucking hope so. We'll start off by going skill. So last one. We don't even have good rear guards to prison right now. Let's prison that. Alright, now we're gonna go call. Skill. One from drop. Then Energy Blast 3 to draw. Okay. Call, skill, Energy Blast 3, draw, bruh. This hand is ass. All right, I'm gonna do something really piss poor just because I need it. One from drop. And then counterblast 1 to draw a card. Bruh. This is awful. Alright, I mean, nothing we can do about it, right? Hitting the OT was just one more from drop. Oh. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't need to do this. Alright, well I did it for the draw, so. Alright, battle phase. We're gonna go 10k over here. We're gonna go 18 over here. Alright, we're gonna go swing, skill. Counterblast, restand, restand. And they both gain 10k. Oh wait, no, I don't have 5, do I? I fucked up. I forgot that the restanders need 5, and I didn't get 5 because I didn't have enough rear guards to do it with. Not to mention I was getting blown out. Next turn he would have swung at me with what, 5, 6 attacks. I would have just died. That wasn't really a game. The OT crit just kind of fucking ended it. No superior ride of grade 4. Am I missing something? So Shubham, the grade 4 is kind of ass. It security upgrader requires that you didn't ride from your ride deck on the turn to use that effect. So because we rode to grade 3, you can't go. You can't ride grade 3 and go to grade 4. Unless I rode the copy in hand. I should have thought about that. I gotta read security upgrade to make sure that I'm going first. Fuck yeah. Finally. This hand we're keeping. We're keeping all of it. Ooh, it's draw jeweled. Ew. Alright. We're going first. We're gonna draw. Fuck, I don't want to discard any of this. This whole hand is good. I'm gonna have to discard the PG or I'm gonna fuck myself later. Where is my prison? Right there. Boop. No guard here. It's a Draw trigger. I would like a draw trigger. Of course, I won't get one. Right. Draw. Fuck. Another really, really good card I don't want to discard. This sucks. I'm gonna have to. It's the only card we can afford to let go of. So last one. I get to draw. All right. What would we hit? He doesn't have to show me. I can look at it whenever. All right. Now we're gonna call this grade 2. Do I call the grade 2 or the grade 1? Choose one of your points. This one imprisons rear guard. So yeah, we want to call the grade 2. I'm gonna get you out of there, my little boy. All right, this guy's funny. And then because they have 2, I'll get to counterblast 1 and draw another card. Okay. If Vanguard's grade 3 or greater, all right, so that doesn't do anything. We can call security upgrader to be able to push a little harder, and then battle phase. Let's go swing. Drive check, critical trigger. We love to see it. Watch, you're gonna hit 2 damage triggers and I'm gonna be pissed off. Or he's gonna hit none. Oh, is this actually gonna be a good game? Are we actually gonna be ass? 28's a crazy number this early. The trigger? He's asking why it's 28k. The trigger? I guess he thought I gave all effects to Vanguard. Oh my god, he dropped a perfect guard. Oh, we like that. We like that a lot. He can do that again. He can do that as many times as he wants. Dropping a perfect guard on my little baby rear guard for 1 damage. Alright, so he's putting 2 different grades into soul. How much counterblast do we realistically need? I don't think we need any. All right, that could go. All right, ride phase. Draw. All right, now we can start actually doing our thing. So now we gonna ride. He's not playing any rear guards, so but he already has 2 cards in the prison. How many cards do you have in the? He has 3 cards. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We like that. We're gonna go skill, soul blast 1. So since they have no rear guards, choose a card from their drop. 1 from drop. 1 from drop. All right. Drawjewel has some plays now. If it only goes to grade 4 early, I got you. All right. I'm trying to think how we want to do this. We want to go call skill. Oh, we have no counter blast. Fuck. So this is useless, but we can call this and use its skill. Oh. Drop. All right, cool. And now they're both gonna have plus 10k on them. Boop. Battle phase. 23. 3 drive. Triple drive. First check. Draw trigger. Second check. Well, that's a thing. Third check. Does he drop another PG? I still think OT's ruined this game. Well, it is what it is. I'll play against him one more time. I mean, that was gonna be interesting to try out. I still feel like the deck definitely needs draw power because we need to see our rear guards. Like I was swinging with 2 columns the whole game. By him swinging into my rear guard, it stopped me from doing my superior calls too, and I discarded my 1 Boba Mine. So it's like, what the f? Night, that you? All right. Sorry, but Jerk had asked me for a second game, and that game got ruined by the OT. All right. He's going first. All right, we're gonna send back the OT, send back the heal. We're gonna keep everything else. We're gonna try and be a little aggressive. Try. Maybe not. Ooh, Morphonica. I no longer sleep on this deck. A buddy of mine played it at my locals and beat ass with it. It was great. The only reason I even won that game against them is because I was playing. So this was in the tri deck format I told you guys about, where we played 3 decks and we rotated. I beat this deck because I was playing Levy Dross against it, which I didn't mean to. So the way it worked is you presented your 3 decks and your opponent got to pick one, and the one your opponent picked has to automatically be for game 3 if it goes to game 3. And then you pick the order of your other 2 without knowing what your opponent's going to pick out of the other 2 decks. So with every round, I did the same order. I went Welstra, Levy Dross, and everybody except one person picked Bavs as my last deck. It's funny because the only time I got to play Bavs, I lost. All right, so we're going to draw for turn. I didn't realize he already ended. So we're gonna go Stoom, Ride, Search deck, Prison, by Loop, Shuffle. Oh, also I'm streaming and got distracted by chat. All right, and then starter scale I get to draw. And do I want to call units? I mean, because he's just gonna swing at the Boba Mine. I guarantee he'll just swing at the Boba Mine. So we're just gonna go battle phase and swing. Critical. Damn. This guy pissed somebody off. But Vonica, maybe your opponent's trying to morpho with new Mashiro heal trigger. Maybe. Oh, but like I was saying, so first round, I was Welstra again. Well, in that matchup, it was Welstra versus Ave Mujica, which we like that deck. I won mostly because I triggered him to death. Not even gonna pretend it was me. But then round 2 was Morphonica versus Levy Dross, and I was able to just keep on spreading markers all over the board. It was fantastic. And because the way Morphonica works is it attacks with each individual rearguard circle, it made my Infinity markers so powerful. All right, what do we not want here? Honestly, I kind of don't want you. All right, and then skill. 1 from hand. And we get to draw. Ooh, that's a good draw. All right. Main phase. Call. Skill. 1 from drop. And then we're going to counter blast and draw. And we're going to go call, skill, 1 from drop. And then we're going to energy blast 3 and draw. Even though we should be at 6 energy. Bruh. My back row is like set. That's a crazy back row. I think they should unrestrict Charmnet to 4. Why do you say that, Otay? That's crazy. I mean, The deck functions fine without Charmnet, so I could definitely see that. All right. Battle phase. We're going to go 18 of Vanguard. Get my pokes in. See, this is nice. We get to be aggressive because we hit all of our draw. Damn. Never mind. If there are 2 more cards, that's only rear guard. Drive check, nothing. That sucks. 10k triggers are so powerful. Wait, does this game... No, if your order's on has 3 or more cards. Wow. Wow, he has 4 cards. That could have hit. That would have been 23. Wow. I'm so heated. I'm so ass, chat. Feels like the correct power level now. Levy Draws feels pretty weak now in Japan's meta. What is Japan's meta right now? I'll be real with you guys. I've definitely slowed down on Vanguard. Honestly, it's just with nothing really flashy coming out. It's kind of been a little slow for me, and I've been playing a lot of Magic. All right, so now he's on the grade 4. My buddy had the alt arts. The guy in my locals had the alt arts of these, and they were just so fucking pretty. See, the thing is, I don't think 4 Charmnet really changes anything. Like I played 2 Charmnet, and the most I ever played was 3, and even then, it's still just. It was a great card, but I like. As long as I saw one, I didn't really care about the rest. Baz, Virgila, Heart, Lulu, and Minerva. Estacion in English is bringing back little enjoyment for me. Is it actually out? When the fuck was Estacion supposed to come out? Because I know it got delayed. Virgila won Japan's 1,000 packs last weekend. Top 4 was 2 Babs and 2 Virgila. That's crazy. Virgila is good. Virgila is good. It's nice to see Babs still doing things. Show me the list of the topping Babs deck? I'm surprised Heart Lulu's doing as good as it is. I was never a really big fan of Heart Lulu. Alright, how many attacks are we looking at? One, 2. Alright. Ruh-roh. Double critical is annoying. Oh wait, he put it all on Van? And it just blew through 2 PGs. That's great. Is he attacking it? With 20k? That's great. Alright, where's dead? That's fine too. He didn't call anything from the prison, so I should still have 3 in the prison, right? Oh, what did he call from the prison? Situation might just be Forgotten Clan at the... Didn't they just get Magnolia? Alright, so we need a soul charge, and then we would have soul blasted to draw. Alright. Boop. Boop. Basically, because he called something from the soul, we soul charge with Galactolus, and then we soul blast 1 to draw because of our grade 1. Alright, let's do this. We do have a solid setup already. This is probably the worst card right now. Is it? Because we do get the draw. It's very strong with new form. Oh, Leonine will change that. Yeah, Leonine's really, really powerful. All right, just trying to decide what I want to discard. I guess one of the grade ones. So we ride, bang, main phase. We have 2 in the prison. Now, which one of these is annoying? Place, when the shooter attacks a grade 3 or greater card, it gets 10,000 power. I guess our best bet would be to get rid of their back row. Okay, so we're gonna go skill, Soul Blast 1, prison. Then we're gonna go call, skill, Counter Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, prison. And then I get to look at top 5 and call 1. Ooh, fuck. Like, do I want to prison a rear guard or do I want 5 attacks? I think I want to prison a rear guard. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We're gonna go skill. I'm actually gonna put this over here. Yeah, don't matter. Priz. And then we're gonna go call, skill, 1 from drop. And then we're gonna energy blast 3 to draw. And now this is gonna have 10k power on it, and this is gonna have 10k power on it. Now let me read security upgrader. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Seraph in its card name and you did not ride this turn, retire this unit, search your deck for a hand for a drop for up to 1 grade 4. Okay, so yeah. It's not that you can't ride from ride deck, it's that you can't ride at all if you want to go into the grade 4. Alright, so this is going to have plus 5k on it. And this is going to have plus 5k on it. Maybe I should have swapped those, but it's fine. Battle phase. We're going to go 23 at the Vanguard. We definitely have more than 5. Alright. We're going to go swing, skill, counterblast, restand, plus 10. Alright, triple drive. First check. Heal trigger. We needed that. We needed that so bad. Second check. Third check. Fuck nothing. Alright. Now we're gonna go 30k at the rear guard. And then we're gonna go 36 at the Vanguard. That's not enough. Okay. Then we're gonna go skill. It goes to soul. And we draw 1. That was a fantastic turn. To be honest, I think Bushy should now steer away from triple drive, high aggro deck formula, and start trying new things. I agree. I feel like there's a severe lack of control in the game right now. There's no control decks. There's no mid-range deck. It's all just gas. I think they were on the right track with in Paldio and Sarafugila. Like before New Prison, when was the last time we saw a decent control deck? Probably Gandiva, but even Gandiva was still like an aggro control deck, whereas like it control your opponent's board, but then it just turned into another 5 attack deck. I think Gandiva when it first came out was probably the best version of a control deck. I think we just need defensive creep, i.e. G guards. I agree. I would absolutely you know what would be fire if we had a passive mechanic where we could trade energy for defense. Babs is basically a control deck, to be honest. It's not even a control deck. It retires just the front row. It doesn't hit any card. You have to jump through hoops to retire the back row, and then it's just another aggro deck. She gets a critical, she gets triple drive, and the front row, and you can attack 4 to 5 times. It's the same thing as every other deck in the game right now. The game is extremely homogenized. You know what's a good mid-range deck? Levy Draws. It doesn't control the board, but it does allow you to interact on your opponent's turn. They were cooking when they made Levy Draws, and that's some kind of mechanic they should focus on. Something that allows you to mess with your opponent's plays. Did he call from the prison? Yes, he did. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna soul charge 1, and then skill soul blast 1. I think it's just a deck that should just stick to a deck style rather than it does everything. Nah, it's just Babs, man. It does everything. That's why it's gotta go. As a Babs player, I agree. The thing is, Babs was supposed to be a toolbox deck. That's what the whole point of the arms was. I think, if anything, they should not have given Babs Yugma shot. They should have given better options for arms. We'll try and guard this again. I know Persona Ride, that's crazy. No way he's gonna go for it again, alright? No, he didn't. Okay, cool. He does get to heal. Snow Dallas. I think it was fine if it just stuck to 3 attacks. Yeah, I would have been okay with it sticking to 3 attacks, but it just needed more oomph in those 3 attacks. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Alright, so we're gonna shuffle. We are gonna take the... I'm definitely taking the draw trigger. What the fuck is it? So draw... plus 10k power to my Vanguard. 4 attacks I think would have been good, but now the problem is every card in Babs is too good. Literally not a single mid card in the deck. I think Dipstia is mid in its current iteration. But that's the only card that I would consider mid. We're gonna guard it. He has to reveal a trigger and he gets 10k. We're gonna guard this one. And then we're definitely guarding that. Sorry, but I need that this time. Oop. Alright. Draw. I don't think any of these have on place. Oh, they do have on place effects. That's funny. Alright. No Persona Ride, obviously. Security Upgrader. Retire. Now, do we have a grade 4 in the drop? Nope. We're gonna get it out the deck. Raido. Alright. And now Skill. Soul Blast to clear light. 2 from rear. 2 from soul. You love to see it. And then 2 from hand. You don't play Dystia after a restriction. Really, it's still no space. Definitely before no space. Did you do 2 from hand? 2 from rear, 2 from hand, bud. There you go. All right. I'm gonna put clear light in the guardian circle just so he sees it. When your opponent call abilities, that unit's when your opponent would call a unit card by your prison's ability, that unit's auto abilities do not activate from that call. Yeah, so it's only on-call skills. Okay, cool, cool. Now we're gonna go skill. Counterblast 1. We're gonna prison you. And then we're gonna look at top 5. I'm gonna call you. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And one more time. Skill. Soul Blast. Look at me looking like Tomari. Damn, prison the whole board. We love to see it. All right, so how many cards do we have in the prison, you guys? 11. Word. 25 to the front row. Crits to everybody. Let's go. 5k to the entire back row because of their skills. Oh yeah, this feels fucking sick. 48 for 2? Question mark. Wasn't really played before either, to be honest. The best were just 4 of everything, which left little space. I mean, I played Vishtia because I liked it as a search card. I you guys know I like consistency. Now I'm gonna go swing, skill, counterblast, restand. Wait, didn't I counterblast this turn? I must have countercharged by accident. All right, there's the PG. Triple drive. 1, 2. That's a heal trigger. That's going here, and 3. Now we got 45 for 2. 5k short. And they probably have a PG for this last one. Yep. And then skill to the soul. Redraw. Bro, Clearlight is so fucking good. Can we talk about it? All right. He's energy blasting 7 to draw. Heal trigger going to soul. Let me attempt the impossible then. All right, let's see what he does here. How'd you get that back? Oh, they use this to play. If your soul has one, at the beginning of your battle phase, if all units are forte, if your soul has 1 incomplete act abilities, put a trigger from your hand into soul. Ah, okay. So he's rebuilding the board. All right, so 1 sec. So we're gonna go bang to soul charge 1, and then bang bang soul charge 2 and draw 2. Soul blast 2 and draw 2. Sorry. When this unit is okay, it's only for the Vanguard cost that happens. Now that I look at my hand, we don't have a great defensive hand, and we have 5 attacks coming. Yeah, I'm a hater for prison, not gonna lie, but I'm glad the sentiment is that the upgrades don't push it up. I mean, it's fun. I definitely think it's funner. All right, it's gonna be OT for game. If he gets the OT, he wins. And he's only got 14 cards in deck, so it's possible. All right, 23. 2 drive. Let's just guard 2 to pass. All right, cool. That should be the game. Uh, 33 is fine. I just realized I have 8 cards left in deck. How'd that happen? 23 guard. Oh wait, it's 28 now. That matters. This is game power. We'll guard it. I'm pretty sure that's the game though. Yeah. Draw. Stand and draw. Alright, security upgrader. Bang. Retire. Ride. I'm not riding from the deck now. Skill. Soul Blast to Clear Light. 2, 2, and 2. So 2 rear guard, 2 from hand. Alright. Skill. Kind of blast 1. Prison. I'm gonna look at top 5 and just not call anything. Top 5. It's because it's call up to 1. Choose one of your opponents. Look at the top 5. Choose up to. Shuffle. And then we're gonna go call, skill, 1 from drop, but no draw. 3 drives every turn, soul charge from prison, riding pure light from deck, drawing in Muna, citrus, and perfect, and then also calling from the fill. Yeah, it definitely adds up. But how many do we have prison now? 15. So 15. So it's for every 2. So 25 for 10. Then 12. So 35 to the front row. Bink. 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 And then 5k to the back row. Battle phase. You know, OT and a heal. That happens since Mashiro is weak against this. Here to ease the worry. Oh, ha. Ha ha. And then 45 for 2. All right. Skills. Bunk, bunk, bink, bink. Honorable death, do it. Here's the OT right here. 1, 2. Called it. Ah, that felt good. I tried to tell him to come by the stream. My only concern with the prison deck is it needs to get going. Again, forgetting the 1 from drop from security upgrader Zaf. 1 from drop. Oh, you're right. Both times I forgot that. That's funny. I forgot the security upgrader when you use its effect does 1 from drop. No. What Shubham means is that when you use security upgrader's effect, it forces your opponent to prison 1 from drop. Amen. Just joining the stream now. Hope to see you cook up with Nirvana. That's actually what we're about to do right now. We just finished with Seraph. So yeah, my only concern with Seraph Snow is that, well, not Seraph Snow, but you know, Seraph. The deck's fun. Once it gets going, it can really steamroll, but I still feel like it severely lacks in draw power. Like, there's too many rear guards you want to see because it has a lot of really good combo pieces, but getting those combo pieces can be a bit of a pain. And I don't like that we have to depend on this grade 1 because this grade 1's honestly not great. Like, this grade 1's great for helping us build the board and prisoning our opponent's rear guards, but the only card we have that hits our opponent's rear guards besides the grade 4 is Clearlight herself. Everything else prisons from drop, which granted, getting your prison effects off is easier to hit the drop than it is to hit the board because your opponent can't really fuck with that. It sucks because you need to find a good balance. I don't think Nirvana is on CVA. We're going to find out right now. I fucking hope it is. Oh, also we're on Cardfight area because they haven't updated Vanguard Pro in forever. Oh my god, he's not. Ah, that sucks. Bro, the cards got announced a week ago. What are they doing? Ah, that blows. Night, I'll play you if you want to play. Damn it. I would have organized my stream completely different. Night, I don't see your name. But yeah, if you want to play Night, I'm down. But yeah, so that was my bad on the security upgrade. Yeah, he forces them to prison one from hand from drop as well as the Great Force effect. So that's what Shuban was bringing up because I didn't do it either time. Oh, whoops. Sag, no trickster. Yeah, that's dumb. Your choice, bud. First, all right, cool. I kind of want to keep this because this is also a good rear guard for grade 3, but I also kind of want to. I don't know what he's playing, so we'll do this. Ugh. It's all right. Oh, Estacion. Is Estacion out in the US, guys? I heard he got delayed. Because if he is, I'm picking that shit up. I love Estacion. I'm sorry, chat. I didn't realize Nirvana wasn't on Cardfight area. I mean, we could build a tentative build. It just, I didn't realize that he wasn't going to be here. That sucks. I did see somebody doing a video on it, but I don't know if there's another simulator I don't know about. Oh shit, it's my turn. Haha. Draw. Fuck, what do I discard here? This deck is so aggressive. Well, we are gonna get to draw an extra card, so at least there's that. Where's my prison? Exit. Then we get to draw for starter. I'm gonna call Muna, battle phase, and swing. That's a good grade 2 to get right now. That's gonna help us with our early game. I think our best bet next turn is to limit the amount of cards he can play next turn. So we'll probably, if he plays a bunch of rear guards, we're probably gonna swing at rear guards. Ooh, that's a good ass card. Oh my god, you guys hear that? That was my elbow. That was gross. Ooh, that's a good card. Harvest Elf. Harvest Elf is so good. How much is Harvest Elf at right now? Here comes the build-a-board. Why didn't they use Harvest Elf to make a plant token? I could have had a whole board to attack me with. I'm surprised. It's 20 bucks. What do you mean? Well, that explains why people don't want to run it. That sucks. If your Vanguard is a grade 3 or greater. See, I kind of think you misplayed a little bit here, bud. I would have used Harvest Elf, and I would have got 3 plant tokens, moved the 3 plant tokens in to draw a card, kept the Harvest Elf, and then called the grade 2 to put... I guess I would have went a little bit less. I would have played the plant token here and the grade 2 here, then I would have retired the column to draw an extra card. So you kind of lost out on a draw. I'm sure Harvest skill only from hand, Zaf. Oh, did he not play it from hand? Where the fuck did he play? Oh, he played it off the order. Oh, you're right. Never mind. Yeah. Whoops. All right, cool. I'm an asshole. I'm over here talking shit. Well, fuck. I might be in trouble here. Oh, we're gonna have to guard this. Then we're gonna have to take this. Security upgrader is bad. Alright, draw. Alright, this is actually a good hand for this. This is a great hand for this. Alright. Let's not fuck this up. I'm gonna discard the PG. Right. Soul Blast 1. Draw. 1 from hand. Alright, we're gonna go call Effecta. We're gonna hit this one. Wait. No, because this can't be chosen, right? No, it's unaffected. That's what it was. So I know the tokens can't be prisoned. They would just leave the board, but they can't. I know this is a little weird, but it's because of what we're doing here. And then look at top 5. And we're gonna call 0. Choose up to 1 card, unit card with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, call it. Only downside is we call nothing here. That's fine. Shuffle. Then we're gonna go call, skill, 1 from drop. Then we're gonna counter blast and draw. All right. Battle phase. We're gonna go 18 at the rear. Heal trigger, and then we're gonna get rid of security. Then we're swing at the other rear. Now, why did I do this? Because we're going to nerf. We're going to cut him down to 3 attacks next turn, which gives us a chance to build up on our following turn. He has 5. He has 5 cards in hand. He has no resources to be able to add cards to the hand. I trust me. I got this. I do need to see a security upgrader though, like bad. All right, hold on. So he soul blasted 1 to call from the prison. So we get the soul charge 1, and then skill, soul blast 1 to draw. Okay. Wait, what's he doing? Oh, he's using the blast token. Put 2 in to draw. I put him over here. Nice. That's a smart way to do it. All right. That's all he's got. At the end of the when this unit is placed on rear guard by a card's ability, I'm gonna take that, and we're gonna heal. That's fire. I was gonna take that just because of the Vanguard. I want to make sure the Vanguard. I didn't want him to swing at rear guard and me not have any resources for next turn. 35 is 2 to pass. How many counter blasts do we even need? Oh, his superior call is by getting rid of plant gauges. Right. When this unit attacks, so he's got to call it out now. So he still gets 5 attacks. Fuck. That's fine. Thinking. Oh, he's attacking the rear? When this unit attacks... Okay, so... I'm gonna no guard here. Alright, cool. And then I'm gonna guard this. I'm probably gonna guard... I'm gonna intercept it. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, can't intercept. Alright, cool. So we'll go with the one from hand. Because we'll use our counter blast for lethal. Stand and draw. We're gonna drop the draw trigger to ride. Go to main phase. Skill. Get rid of one. Priz. How many do we have in the prison? We have 2. Okay, cool. Skill, counterblast, prison. Choose 20 points. Where guys prison at? And then we get to look at top 5. We want a grade 1 here. Yeah. Shuffle. Now we're gonna call our grade 2. Skill, 1 from drop. But I don't think we can get 5 here. No, we can only get 4. That's alright, so that means we can't get multi-attack. Unfortunate. Alright, but these guys have +5 on the back row. When your Vanguard's grade 3 or greater, and one of your opponent's cards are imprisoned, if this unit gets 5,000 power, if 3 or more gets 5,000 shield. If 3 or more gets 5,000 power and another 5,000 shield. Okay. So we're gonna go battle phase. We're gonna go swing. Skill. She's gonna gain 10k. 36 3 drive. 1, 2, a critical. 28 versus 33. That's gonna go here, crit here, and 3rd check. I assume he was gonna take that. Means got no damage. All right. Now we're gonna go 33. It's only a 1 card guard, so they're probably gonna guard it just to keep the damage in check. The only downside is we don't have a security upgrader. And then 35. All right. Solid turn. I would have liked multi-attack, but obviously we didn't have it. They have 4 cards in the prison. Ideally, with Estacion in this matchup, you would want to abuse your plant tokens. Because plant tokens can't be prisoned. So technically, this is a bad matchup for me. Okay, so we're going to go skill, soul charge 1. Skill, soul blast 2, draw 2. Let me get my security upgrader. There it is. Sweet. What? You card last turn can't attack. Huh? I would have just called over it. I would have just guarded different. Because then I probably would have just called the clear light, which would have prisoned one from drop since we can't fuck with the blast token. Actually, cannot be affected by opponent's card effects. So now this is stunned. That's fine. When this shoot cannot be moved, circles cannot be affected. Can it be targeted then? I don't know if targeting counts as affecting, because if you can target this and have it not be affected, then you're forced to target it, right? Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and imprison it in the prison. Oh no, never mind. No, because you choose one if you did not prison. Okay, never mind. Doesn't dodge it. Doesn't fuck with it. I'll be right back, guys. I need to grab some Tums. I don't know why, but I have like crazy heartburn lately. Ugh. All right, what we got? What's another thing I didn't think about? It's if you can use clear light in the main phase to prison one of your opponent's rear guards and then go into grateful with security upgrader to get 3 more. So you can actually get 7 just off security upgrade. 8 off security upgrader. The security upgrader, it hits one from the drop. All right, what we got? All right, he's coming at me. 35 is a big ass number. I'll take it. Okay, so he's going 4 attacks. Interesting. Did he get rid of blast gauges? Okay. So he's giving an extra 10k and it's gonna come in with a crit. I'm gonna no guard here. I feel like we're sitting pretty good right now. One, 2, 1 damage. 38. I want to take this just to shut off his heal triggers next turn. Never mind. I wanted to shut off his heal triggers next turn, but I guess that's not happening. Oh. I thought I only had 2 crit. When this unit is placed by a card ability, did that by accident. Didn't realize the first one had a crit. I absolutely would have guarded that first one. 43 though. Don't worry, game is a bit scuffed from last turn anyway. Yeah. Stand and draw. Obviously, we're not gonna fucking play anything. We're gonna go main phase. Bloop. Call over. Upgrader skill. Retire. Search deck. Ride. Well, there's the one from drop. Skill. Two from the soul. 2 from the rear. He has to choose one of the dragons. It's 2 from the rear. Oh, what? Oh. They can't be chosen. Well then. Alright, that's fine. We have 6. Can I get to 10? This prison's 1 from drop. This prison's a rear guard. I don't think we can get another one. Shame that. I mean, we have enough for 4 attacks, but it sucks that we can't go digging. I'm gonna go skill just to look at top 5. See if we get another multi-attacker. Nope. Unfortunate. Oops. Alright, cool. Oh, we don't have any soul. It's alright, we'll just call it. So she's gonna have plus 10k power on her. And then we have 6. So it's 2, 4, 6. That's 3, so 15k to the front row. Alright, we're gonna go battle phase. Obviously, I don't think we're killing them this turn without the counter, without the crits. So let's do this. Let's go 25 to this guy. Actually, that might have... I guess it depends. Swing. Skill. Counter blast. Restand. Oh! Fuck! Forget it. Right front still stunned. Don't forget, it's too late. It's already forgotten. I would have called over it when I used Liffle. Fuck off. I also wouldn't have intercepted with I wouldn't have called over Flawless Leela. I would have called over her. Fuck off, man. Cool, you got it. Well, it's a waste of cards now. Oh, that's annoying. Whatever. See if I can get something else. Top 5. Of course not. I guess we'll do it again. Why not, right? Might as well blow out all my counter blasts. Don't wear game super scuffed. I guess this is better than nothing. Because at least we get to draw. And then they gain 15. Hold on. Alright. Just swing Vanguard then. That sucks. Alright. Triple drive. 1, 2, 3. Alright. All that digging, we draw 1 card. But we get 1 trigger, I mean. We'll go 51. Doesn't matter, he's just gonna fucking... Alright, so that's 23. 40, that's 53. Alright, skill. To the soul. Draw. 61. Skill. To the soul. Draw. End. That was annoying. Both turns that would have changed like everything. It would have changed the way I called, it would have changed the way I guarded. Whatever. It is what it is. Now, how many more of these do I have in deck? 1 there. 1 in my drop, right? I'm talking about citruses. I should have one in drop. There it is. And then we have one in hand. So that's one. Well, we only have one counter blast, so we can only do so much anyway. I blew out all my counter blasts on the grade ones. Alright, so he did call from prison, so I'm going to do one of these. Draw. I don't think I want to do any... Eh, you know what? We either win next turn anyway or we lose, so we might as well enjoy it. So we drop a turn. We'll drop a turn. We'll energy blast... we'll drop a turn. We'll triple drive. That's 4 cards. So that'll still leave us with enough to keep going. A Boba Mine would be fucking fantastic. One there. One there. I have one Boba Mine left in deck. I still have 5 here. It's really gonna depend on what rear guards he calls, but we're gonna have Clearlight getting at least 2 out of hand. So far, 1 from Soul, so that's 3. I can use Citrus to get 1 from drop. I can use Security Upgrade to get 1 from drop. I guess it'll depend what they have. Like, this feels like it has great draw power, but it really needs your opponent. Like, I needed my opponent to walk into it with Muna, so it's like a little weird. Okay. Oh shit! Nobody saw that. All right, we have 2 PGs. We have our OT. I mean, I'm feeling all right. He does have a lot of extra power from the blast. I still call him from the prison. So now there's 4 cards. He's gonna retire this column, I'm assuming. $38. We love it. 35. All thick. We'll make it through this turn. We have plenty of defense. 55 is pretty crazy, though. $43. 63 would still be 2 to pass. Alright, so they're calling a dragon with extra power. Which makes sense. He's basically calling the dragon so I can't prison them. Alright, we're gonna guard this 2 to pass. Is he gonna give that to Vanguard? He is. Cool. So front row gains 5k for every 3, so 15k. So 43. That's 38. 43. And guard. And this is gonna be 48. I kind of want to save the PG. All right. Now let's see what happens. Draw. Potentially good top deck. Potentially good top deck. All right, we're gonna go main phase. Security upgrader, which is gonna let us go into one. Tell me we have. Okay, I was gonna say. Tell me we have one. All right, and then we're gonna go skill. Okay, so that's 6. All right, we're gonna go reveal, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, whoops. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I mean, we're gonna hit a boba mine. There's only fucking so many cards left in the deck. I'm gonna call here. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I'm gonna retire this, move this back, call. One from drop. Call. One from drop. And then these all have 5k on them. So it should be 2 from drop. I'm confused. Why is he only have... I don't know what he's doing. Okay, so... do we have a way to get one more? I don't think so. That's fine. So 8. So 8 is 20k. Did he do one from security upgrader? Okay. So yeah, it's just plus 20. That's fine. Battle phase. Swing 38. Okay, so that's 15. That's 43. So 15. So that's 28. All right, 43. Skill. Retire. Counter charge. 30k. I'm assuming he's gonna guard this. Maybe I should have went big first. Never mind. All right. Skill, skill, counterblast, counterblast, restand, restand. Both got plus 10. All right, 3 jives. Here we go. PG, first check, critical, power here, and crit. Second check, third check, draw trigger. This is 53. This is 50. We'll give it here. With 1 card left in deck. All right, GG. He wins. We deck out. That game was disgusting. That game was all fucked up. I don't even want to. Can't even really count that. Ugh. The whole face of that game should have been changed. Did I retire Bulba? I thought I put him in a soul. I'm still butthurt about Varina not being in here. Oh, let me see if I refresh it. Sometimes they update randomly. Yeah, you saved all your PGs for that last turn. Good job. Nope. Welp. Shame that. Well, guys, unfortunately, we cannot play Nirvana. Well, we could play Nirvana, just not new Nirvana. I guess we could talk about a deck build for it. Do I have like a previous deck build for Nirvana? No, I don't think I ever made When Nirvana got their new support. All right, let's do this. Prayer. There was a new prayer besides the new trick star. There wasn't any new prayer dragons, right? You damaged an enemy earlier so I could keep them. Ah, I got you. I really shouldn't have, but for some reason I thought that Estacio needed counterblast to get extra attacks, but no, he just needs the thing. The gauges. Alright, I just want to check something real quick. I just want to look at the new Verena support. I just double check to see if they got anything new, and I want to double check what Trickstar does. I'm just reading it on my other screen. All right, we know what you do. You get power for everything. And when this card is placed on rearguard by cross overdress until end of turn, the auto abilities of cards put as the original address by this effect do not activate. Oh, because you're putting the whole graveyard. I get it. So you can't abuse the card to say when this card becomes an original address. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if it is put into the drop, other than into drop, put all the units' original address into drop. Okay. When this unit is in the crossover state, it gets 1,000 for each original address. If this unit is stand by your card's ability this turn, you may also have it get +1 critical. Oh my god, it only retires if you give it the critical. That's interesting. Alright, Trickstar and Sunday. Continuous rearguard, deck, and drop. This card is also regarded as Trickstar. That's so good because you could run that and Trickstar. Continuous rearguard cycle when this unit, when you would choose an original address for crossover dress, you may choose this unit as 1 Trickstar and 1 Prayer Dragon for a total of 2 cards. When your unit is attacked, you may move this card from your original address to the Guardian Circle. If you do, this unit gets 5,000 shield. That's so fucking good. When this card's outer address will be put into your deck or bind, put all of that unit's original address into the drop. Is that not already how it works? Time to play buddy fight decks then, if no Nirvana. What's up? I mean, if you want me to tonight, I will. You give me a reason to open up Vanguard Pro. You guys know I prefer Vanguard Pro. But no, let's just talk about it real quick. We can at least, like I said, we can at least make a tentative build. And then what does new Maiden do? When this unit is placed on rearguard, cost Energy Blast 3, choose a card with Verena and its card name from your drop, put it into your hand. Act rearguard circle if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard Nirvana in its card name. Cost, retire this unit, choose a Prayer Dragon from your drop, call it to rearguard. That is really good. And then we have a card that gains 5,000 shield, which isn't good. So I mean that makes it easier because a lot of the support didn't change. Like the ride line's still the same. I have seen a lot of people playing Trickstar as a starter, which is cool because it just means the only difference is you lose out on your draw if you go second. No, it doesn't work that way. The underdress follow the overdress unit when they get removed. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So let's say we use Trickstar for our starter. Is this one? This is the new one? Yeah. Search for Trickstar, I'll call it to rearguard. So what's this one do? Search your deck for up to 1 Trickstar, call it to rearguard, and shuffle your deck. What's the difference? Search your deck for up to 1 Trickstar, call it to rearguard, and shuffle your deck. There is no difference. When this unit is rolled upon by Snuggling Blaze Maiden Ryu, search your deck for up to 1 Trickstar, call it to rearguard. When this unit is rolled upon by Blaze Maiden Ryu, search your deck for up to 1 Trickstar, call it to rearguard. Okay. Now, what's the difference in the Ryus? When this card is rolled upon by Chakra, Divine Dragon, Nirvana, kind of last one, search your deck for a Verena, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. That's why. Because this only gets OG Verena, I remember now. It's because the grade 2 is ass. This one has to be written on by Java. Top 7 for a Prayer Dragon. It's way better. Way more better. So it stops you losing all your Prayer Dragons if the outer dress got binded. There's an order that has this effect before. Yeah, I didn't know that. Obviously, you're gonna play 4 of these bitches. You still need Persona Ride. Persona Ride's just too good of a mechanic. I mean,
I guess technically you don't need to play Persona Ride since the whole front row can pump itself up now, and you get triple drive. But I mean, I guess I could still see Persona Ride. Oh fuck! All right, nobody saw that. All right, you would probably play 4 of the new guy, the new Trickstar. It's a really good card. As for what Prayer Dragons we would play, if you have a Great Theory Vanguard with Nirvana, its card name, this card gets dropped. If you have a rearguard with Trickstar and its card name, and you do not have a rearguard with the same name as this card, Soul Blast 1, call this card a rearguard. When this card becomes an original dress, choose one of this card's outer dress and gets 5,000 power. I like the plus, I don't like that its effect only gives 5,000 power. But this is a good example of how the Prayer Dragons should have been built. A lot of the Prayer Dragons are kind of ass. This is why Nirvana struggled when it first came out. The card should be able to do something on its own, and then when it becomes an original dress, gain an additional effect. That's what would make the Prayer Dragons stand out. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have a Vanguard Divine, its card name kind of lets one retire another rearguard. Search your deck for a drop for a total of 2 different Blaze Heavenlies and call them to rearguard. If you search your deck, shuffle your deck. If you retired a rearguard in the crossover just state, draw a card. The Goat Cindy as well makes the cut, of course. Yeah, Cindy's fucking fire. Cindy's this, but better. All of your cards outer dress get when this unit attacks, choose one of your opponent's vanguards, and this unit gets 2,000 for each. I don't like this card at all. The cards already gain enough power. They don't need this little baby fucking 50. What is that? 6K. Crossover just is just a shit mechanic, to be honest. I also agree. This one's good. This one's good because it digs you for your pieces. So I would say we run like 3 of those. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have a Vanguard with Nirvana and its card name, discard a card from your hand, search for 1 card with overdress ability or up to 1 Trickstar, reveal it, put into your hand, shuffle your deck. When this card becomes an original dress, kind of blast 1, call a Trickstar. This thing was always good. When this unit becomes an original dress, Soul Charge 2. The deck does counterblast like crazy. Oh yeah, we have Mirrors Variant, I forgot. Outer dress during the I know there's some good grade 2 ones. When this unit is placed, counterblast 1, discard a card from hand, search your deck for a Prayer Dragon, call it to rearguard. When this card becomes an original dress, draw a card, choose one of your cards outer dress and can't be shown. Yeah, this one's good. When this card becomes an original dress, Soul Blast 1, choose one of this card's outer dress and this unit gets. During the battle, this unit will, no, I hate the 2 card guard restrict bullshit. When this card is discarded from hand for the cost of the ability of your Vanguard Nirvana, Soul Blast, call this card. During your turn, if you have a unit, okay, that's just bad. Obviously, Mirrors is the best one. In my opinion, Mirrors was the best one as far as crossover dress cards. Wait, you skipped one that can countercharge grade 1. Which one's the countercharge grade 1? You talking about this one? When this card is placed on rearguard during your turn, or discarded from hand during your turn, if you have a Great Theory Greater Vanguard Nirvana's card name Angel Blast, you choose a card with the X overdress ability from your drop, put it into the hand. Okay. When this card becomes an original dress, Soul Blast 1 and countercharge 1. I gotta see how much Soul Blast the deck has. But I can definitely see that being good. I did skip that one, you're right. What's this one? When this unit is placed on rearguard from hand, if you have a Vanguard with Nirvana and its card name, counterblast 1, put a card from the arena from and its card name from your drop on the bottom of your deck. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with arena and its card name from among them, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. If you do not countercharge 1, this card is ass. When this card becomes an original dress, counterblast 1, soul charge 1, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, retire it. Mid. When this card becomes an original dress, counterblast 1, choose a grade 1 or less prayer from your drop, call it to rearguard. Let's be real. I don't think we play any of these cards anymore. Like, I used to like Viville's by Arena to get back cards from with crossover dress. But I mean, I guess maybe. I know the big Arena, this one's the important one, Straw Arena. That one we have to keep on board. And I think that's as far as we go. Now let's look at what we got for a deck. Oh my god, my eyeball. Alright. PGs. Obviously we need some Sentinels. Sentinel. Oh my god, my computer just went crazy for a second. Sentinels, 1, 2, 3. As a deck that wants to see its pieces, you already know what that means. We gotta get Cindy. What the fuck? All right, let's see what we got for start. Not playing arcs. I could. Hold on. Slow down. I'm looking. The only thing that's really good about arcs is its early game pressure. Other than that, arcs is really not that great of a card. If I had to choose between arcs and mirror, I would choose mirrors every time. Especially with the new Trick Star, mirrors is just a better arcs. Because you can still draw a card, you gain 10,000, or you can countercharge. And then with Nirvana J, this just becomes amazing. The reason I say with the new Trick Star, because the new Trick Star counts as 2, so you can overjust this over Trick Star. The only downside to this is you need to have arenas engraved, but that's why we play Gale Illumira. God, I hate that thing's name. I want to say we can play fronts in this now. Maybe soul fronts, depending on how much soul blast cost we have, because I think we have a lot of soul blast. This one's a soul blast. Well, no, because we have Cindy. Yeah, Mirrors is an insane card. Mirrors was the card that let Nirvana survive. Once Mirrors came out, Nirvana was actually able to do a little bit. Before they got Mirrors, the deck was just dead in the water. Uh-oh. All right, where was I? One, two, three, four, and of course, where the fuck is the OT? Because the OT is disgusting in this deck. Because none of these effects are once per turn. Oh, I'm already at 54. Hilarious. Let's cut that for now. All right. Now, let's talk about it. So we got a trigger lineup. The deck draws cards, so that's why I went with fronts over draws. No, you don't necessarily need the fronts because the deck does hit numbers, but, extra defense. Now, as far as these guys, I personally think Grail Illumira should be at 4. It's just, it digs you for the stuff you need. This gets you your Trick Stars, which is much better now because we can grab Trick Star and Sunday. Arcs is a 15k intercept with the new Trick Star, though. That replaces itself. What do you mean it's a 15k interceptor? And what do you mean it replaces itself? Because Mirrors does the same thing. Who we talk? You talking about the Counterblast 1 draw 2? Because Mirrors would also be a 15k interceptor, and it draws or countercharges. It draws 1, whereas this is a Counterblast 1 to draw 2. So the big difference is that Mirrors is free and draws 1 or can countercharge, as opposed to Counterblast 1 to draw 2 and gain just a 5k. So it really depends on which one you want to play. Does Mirrors need you to be on Nirvana? No. Hey Zaf, I only see one Trick Star. Doesn't Java play more than one? What's up, Bristow? This is we just threw cards in. This isn't actually a Nirvana build. We're talking about the new support and what we would actually put in with the new support. This actually has Trick Star, OG Trick Star as the starter, because you would just play the new Trick Star in the actual deck. You definitely want to play extra Trick Stars as well. Something to think about, the deck space. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I haven't cut anything yet. This is just all the stuff I think goes in the deck, and then ratios that after that, guys. Because I would probably say we would probably play 3 to 4 of the new Trick Star. Just because we have ways to dig for it. That's why I only said 3 to 4.
but I don't think we need to play extra copies of OG Trickstar. I think one OG Trickstar as a starter is good because you can Soul Blast it, get in the grave, and put it into and start cycling it. Now, I mean, oh my eyeball. There's one thing I want to read with Straw. When this unit kind of less and state all your talismans. If this card has 5 or more original dress, remove all markers. All right, so this guy's second effect does not work with Trickstar and Sunday because it only counts as 2 when you do the crossover dress. It doesn't count as having extra cards in the original dress. So the big thing becomes what will be cut to fit in Trickstar and Sunday. I would say probably this. Maybe a Mirrors. No, Mirrors is too good. Mirrors is good even in the early game because you can crossover dress. Especially, it's good in the early game because of Trickstar and Sunday. Because now you can drop this on top of Trickstar and Sunday and get draws in the early game. I want to. Oh, I see. My bad. Yes, sir. I have the deck in real life. I was wondering if you should I have. I was wondering should I upgrade it when the new cards come out? So this video is perfect time. Thanks a lot. Oh yeah, no, you definitely want to upgrade it. But the thing is, you don't need as much as you might think. Ars Virina is a great offensive card, and Trickstar and Sunday is actually I think even bigger than that. I would say you can get away with 2 Ars Virina if you want to run it at all. Like it's really just a big beat stick. It does get a critical when it restands, which is cool, but that's all it does. Whereas Trickstar and Sunday covers all your bases. It counts as Trickstar in the deck drop and rear guard. It doesn't count as a Trickstar in deck building, so you can run other Trickstars if you want. It counts as 2 cards when you do a crossover dress. It counts as a Trickstar and a Prayer Dragon, and you can guard with it from the original dress. Like that card is just nasty. Now, like I said, this Straglio, how the fuck you want to say that, is good because it can dig for Trickstars. Discard a card from hand, search your deck for up to 1 card with Overdress or 1 Trickstar. So if you have Trickstar, you can grab a card with Overdress. If you have a card with Overdress, you can grab Trickstar. And since it's treated as Trickstar in deck, you can grab Trickstar and Sunday. So this is good. Now, do we need the countercharge card? I'm trying to think if we need this countercharge grade 1, or do we want to just abuse Mirrors? We don't need 4 of this. Good card, we don't need 4 of it. 3 is fine. Especially since it's not live till turn 3. And it's not fully live till turn 4. Or turn 3 for 1 second. So we're at 51. And then we could put 3 Trickstars and Sundays right there. I just want to see if we can make space for Ars Virina. When this card would leave the rear guard. The downside to Ars Virina and why I don't want to take out Bills is Bills lets us recycle our crossover dress cards. If we had another way to get crossover dress cards back. Wait, we have Cindy. What the fuck am I saying? Bills can go. Bam, there we go. Alright, first draft is done. I forget that this deck plays Cindy now. As a matter of fact, we could probably knock this down to 2 and Cindy up to 4. Just because Cindy has a free body at just about every turn. So yeah. If you have a Great Theory Vanguard with Soul, add a crossover dress, drop when your unit with Trickstar or Trick Moon's card name is placed on rear guard, buy your Great Theory ability, other than during the battle phase. So yeah, even if you play Trickstar on Sunday, you can call her out. 4 might be a force, but this is just for right now. But then I would play 2 copies of Ars Virina, which will put me up to 51, and then at least 3 copies of Trickstar and Sunday. I could also nix one of these and play 4 copies of Trickstar and Sunday. What about Doror? I mean, that's a choice. I do like defensive Roar. What was the restriction on defensive Roar? I forgot. Oh, limited to 1. Doughy. And then I go back to what I said. You can either play 3 Trickstar and Sunday. I mean, that also defeats the purpose of having Trick Moon as a starter, because you could just put Trickstar and Sunday as a starter and just play 3 in the main. Which is a hilarious thought.
Give me your thoughts. Would you guys change this up? I'll be right back. Don't worry, just put it in the chat what you guys think about the first draft and how you would change it. I'll read it in a second. Cat, you said nothing. All right. Unfortunately, we don't have any access to the new cards until they get updated. Ooh, what the fuck? Hold on. Based on the Nirvana players, I know the ratios for grade 1, grade 2 look different, but you have all the good cards. Only one is that grade 1 Self Revive Prayer Dragon, which is maybe worth considering. Are you talking about the one that gives the original dress 5k? I could see that being good, but we have a lot of Self Revive cards. All right, chat. What are we playing? I got yelled at for playing Harvest Self in this deck. I kind of want to tweak Chris Rain. I hate that it feels so weak still. Like, I love this deck, and I wanted to do better. It just feels like it's lacking. It's probably because even the new Chris Rain Cadenza doesn't really feel like anything better than Chris Rain. If we got time, we should try Daikaiser again. All right, I got you, Shootman. We'll do that now. You know what? Since I really want to play Chris Rain, so let me play one game as Chris Rain, and then we'll jump back on Daikaiser. See if we can't maybe tweak maybe the way we play it. See if we can get a little bit of a plus engine going. Because like if we could just get a solid plus engine for the deck, it would be fire. But the thing is, the deck needs every resource, so it's like you can't use Soul Blast cycles because you need the soul. You can't use Energy Blast cycles because you need energy. It's just it's very, very limiting. Ooh, wrong button. Menu. Turn the sound effects off. I hate the clicking. Oh shit, we're playing as Deku-kun. Alright, we're gonna drop you to ride. Draw for that. Main phase. We could just call this behind the Vanguard now. Yeah, we're gonna do that. There's no reason to save it in our hand. I don't think Deku-kun retires, if I recall. There is the one build that uses Muna and camera and the camera ride line. What are you talking about? Are you talking about Deku-kun or are you talking about Daikaiser? Oh shit, he played Wisdom. Oh shit, he got legs. Yo, Dekakun's mad funny. I don't think he should be rushing like this though. Oh, boop. And that's why. Battle phase. Oh, he's not in battle phase. I thought he was attacking. All right, power -10 for that Kaiser. Can you show me that? Can you tell me what you mean? I don't know what I don't even think I know what the camera red line is. All right, he's got legs. All right, how much power does this gain over here? You know what? It's fine. We'll take it. Guard. Fuck my life. I guess we're taking 2. Happens all the time. All right, let's get rid of another high 5 to ride. Grade 1 skill. Soul Blast 1. It's top 7, right? Yeah, 7 for a grade 2 or greater. 7. Reveal. Add to hand. We like you. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right. We're gonna go reveal, bind, counter blast 1. How do we want to do this? So we're gonna draw a card. We're gonna call something. If you have 3 or more units with different card names from each other, this unit gets 5,000 power. If you have 4, at the end of turn, choose 1 and rearguard to return to hand. All right, so we're gonna call Yuika, and Yuika's gonna get 5k. Off of this. When this unit leaves the rear guard, choose one of your units and gets 5,000 power. Yeah. Boop. And then we're gonna go. No. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna call her and give her 5k. That's what we're gonna do. So we can bounce all of our rear guards. We're gonna go like this and like this. There we go. Battle phase. We're gonna go 13 of Vanguard. Skill. Soul Blast 1. Turn this to hand. I'm gonna go swing. We still have 4 different rear guards, so all of her effects are going off. We're gonna bounce the Yuika. Drive check. Nothing. You do not need a heal trigger right there. Swing. Skill. R +5. And then this is going to return to hand. I think I fucked that up a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Because we could have bounced back the Yuika anyway and then given her an additional 5k. What are your thoughts on Silhouette, the Brant Gate deck that is kind of like Bav's, but a bit different? Silhouette struggles just because it doesn't have enough offense. It kind of just does a big Vanguard swing, and even though the multi-Vanguard swings are all really small. Personally, though, I want to tinker with a Max Filter Daikaiser build using the new Grade 2 monster. I have been trying it, but the Grade 2 monster is surprisingly limited. I'm probably going to lose here because I don't... Besides the fact that, again, Chris Range just doesn't do enough. I don't really know what Dekakun does. When this unit is in extremely huge state, this unit gets 5,000 power, drive +1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you Persona roll this turn, it gets a critical. Energy Blast 2, search your deck for the biggest protagonist Dekakun lower body, call it to rear guard, which she did. What are your thoughts? Oh, wait. I just read the same fucking comment twice. And it has 5k on my turn too, which is annoying. All right. 18. Guard that.
18. Is he gonna restand his rear guards? Yep. I mean, I'm fucked. Do you think? I don't even care. Critical trigger, dope. Dope. We just die. GG. That was awful. I got nothing. That was just bad. So I said I don't know what to do with this deck to make it function, because like High Five is a great card and it should have helped me out a lot there. Maybe, but I don't know. Did I not draw off of its effects? I don't even know. I'm gonna do one more game and then we'll jump back on Deck Kaiser. It just doesn't feel good. We'll send. This can grab any grade 1, but we want to save that for turn 3. Let's do this. Ew. Alright, draw. Oh, against Youthberg. Cool, I gotta lose. I figured he wasn't gonna guard Youthberg. Alright. It's Youth Perk with Starry Night. I guess this is the build that people are playing. I've seen stuff about this build. Uh-oh. I wanted that. I mean, at least we've seen a lot of high fives. Soul Blast 1. Look at top 7. Grade 2 or greater. Reveal. Add to hand. Main phase. High 5. Bind. It costs a counterblast. We draw. We'll call Franchette with plus 5k, and if Franchette leaves the board, she gives something else plus 5k. But do we have enough regards to call? Because we need... If you have 3 or more units with different card names from each other, this unit gets 5,000 power till end of turn. If you have 4 or more, this unit gets... at the end of battle, choose one of your other rear guards and return it to hand. I don't really have anything I want to call. Because I could call this to boost, and then bounce this. But then I wouldn't really have enough to really get a whole lot of the calls. I think we'll just do this. We need more rear guards. Critical. Does Youth Perk need a counterblast? It needs it for the Vanguard attacks. Do I want to give him 2 damage or do I want to swing at the rear guard? Fuck it. We'll rack up the damage a little bit. Hopefully we don't get folded for that.
We have a good hand. Like, our hand is solid. We just gotta live through Youth Perk turns.
And you know how Youth Perk fucking gets. Alright, Revolve Form exists. Alright, this version is just playing the new stuff. Alright, so he's using Nebula Knight to Superior Call. This is a good way to... They're doing a good job covering for Youth Perk's weaknesses by using Nebula Star to Nebula Knight Star XC to build the board, and then using the grade 2 to draw cards. It's fine. But now we've got 5 attacks while at fucking turn 2. You've got to be fucking kidding me, man! Like, how am I supposed to test the fucking deck when that shit just happens? Fucking can't, man. And of course, I hit 0 damage trigger, so now I have to worry about all of these attacks.
Here you go, crit. Fucking. And of course, we have a deck that's dependent on its rear guard, so we can't just ditch them. I'm fucking angry. That just pissed me off so bad. So we draw. What do I even want to call? When this unit is placed on rear guard, you may soul charge one. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vangaurd Crystal card, it's just one of your units, and it gets 5,000 power until end of turn. Then kind of plus one, draw a card. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vangaurd Crystal card name, and you played an order this turn, and you left 3, choose a grade 1 card without sentinel from your drop, and if you do not have a rear guard with the same name as that card, call it to rear guard. I think we're going to save on this one. We're going to call... What do I want to bounce? Thinking. I'm trying to decide what I want to call. We're going to end up playing Tormana to get grade 1. I guess Franchette's probably still the best bet. Yeah, we'll get Franchette. And we'll give her a 5k. Alright, then we're going to call Tormana, skill, Soul Blast 2. Search for a grade 1. I might not put it there. This unit is placed on rear guard. Soul Blast 2. Search your deck for up to one grade 1 card without Sentinel. Reveal it if you do not have a rear guard with the same name, and that unit gets 5k. So we're gonna call it over here. Power plus 5. That's what, 4 different units now. Then we're gonna go call. So now we have 5 different units. So we're gonna go skill, counterblast, draw. I forgot to energy blast and draw. I just overtaxed on energy because I'm fucking stupid. Power plus 15 here. Raviena will bounce at end of turn. And she gets critical. No, not you. The Vanguard gets critical. And then, do I need an energy for anything? I need energy for you. I might as well energy blast 7. It's the only thing I need energy for. Just to get an extra card. OT needs to just go. It's a stupid card. Me and my friend decided to switch OT when we checked it. When we still the effect, but we changed the power to 10k instead of 100 mil. Alright. And then skill. Giving the Vanguard 10k. Alright, battle phase. 43 Van. Of course. Skill. Energy Blast 3 to the soul. Draw a card and restand. Yeah. So that is 48. So 2, 3, no pass. Cool. Critical. Power here, crit here. 30k for 2. Oh, I forgot to use Franchette. She was supposed to gain 5k and bounce a card. This is gonna bounce this to hand. Wait, what am I doing? I can't bounce that to hand. Power plus 10. I definitely did that in the wrong order. Why'd you leave the room? You were winning. I fucking can't with these people in this fucking game sometimes, man. Just let me play one more game. One more game. Holy shit, it's KK. It's KK-chan. Never mind, they fucking left. I'm about to flip the fucking table. Alright, fuck it. Clearly, I'm not gonna get to play Cross Train today. I'm either gonna get blown out by fucking triggers. Or I'm sorry. I don't mean to complain. But sometimes this game sets me on tilt. That's why I've been like falling off it so hard lately. Morning, I just woke up and seen your prison segment. Just wondering why not add to grade 2 PG. I can't remember the name, but cost is so less one. That's the one that says if you what's the actual effect? And in most cases, it's probably just a space issue. We're going second. But what's up, Mr. Universe? Welcome to the stream. Oh, chest is hurting. Oh, word. Varga. Fucking, oh, what fun. I think today is just determined to piss me off. Yes, we still want to play against fucking Varga. Thank God we have cards we can bounce. When this unit is placed on rear guard, you may soul charge 1. If you have a great 3 great event or crystal run, kind of plus 1 draw a card. Alright, so all this is a soul charge 1. But at least we can be aggressive. Oh God, they're not even playing the good cards. Why do people think this is a good idea in Varga? And this is 23. Cool. My turn. Alright. We're going to discard Twin Cast. And then we're going to Soul Blast 1 to Church Shop 7. We're going to reveal, add to hand. Oh, wait. No, because it has to be a mermaid. It's not a card. All right. So now we're gonna go reveal, counterblast 1, bind, draw a card. We have to call it dude. We're gonna bounce everything. That's the goal. So we're gonna play Armel to get the soul charge. And she's gonna gain 5k, and then Franchette's gonna bounce her. So boom, power plus 5. And then skill, soul charge 1. Then we're gonna go call Yuika and call Franchette. Alright, we're gonna go battle phase. We're gonna go 10k at Shura. Okay, draft check. Word. And then we get to add a card back to our hand. So we'll add this to hand. Now we're gonna go 15 for 2 at the Vanguard. Okay, now we're gonna go swing, skill, power plus 5, swinging here, return this to hand. Oh, wait, it's after the battle, right? And if you have 4 more at the end of it, okay, so this is a good bounce to hand. All right, cool. He's trying to keep the rear guards. So I don't know why he even guarded the rear guards. He has fucking Boulder Axe. Boulder Axe is a free dude. Like, I get protecting Shura, but why guard the second rear guard? I guess they want to make sure they had 3 attacks, or 4 attacks in this case. Do I have any way to guard this properly? No. Let's go get removed. I should have bounced. I didn't bounce with Yuika. That's what I didn't do. Idiot. Why did I do that? I knew I was going to bounce with Yuika anyway. Like, that was the plan. And of course he gets a fucking critical on Varga. I fucking can't. That's 30k. That's 45.
Yeah, I still want to drop 3 cards when I'm at grade 2. Thanks, game. What do I even discard here? I guess the Persona Rod. Add that to hand. Shuffle. Main phase. Alright, what do I need? I need 3 energy. So let's go. Sorry, I'm frustrated. I gotta try and do this as best as I can. I'm disappointed in the new Vanguard support. This card is Aurora Princess. Maybe drop 2 Pure Light, as it can be recycled with bots, but I'm only theory crafting here. It's just Pure Light is a really, really good rear guard, and it's one of the only ways we have in the build right now to be able to actually buy prison art points on field rear guards. A lot of the other cards are buying from drop. All right, so we are gonna play this now. Just thinking about where to put it. Maybe we put it over here. Skill. So we're gonna Soul Blast 2. Search for a grade 1 we don't already have a card. Without Sentinel, reveal it. If you do not have a rear guard with the same name, call to rear guard, and then you get 5,000 power. Okay. So deck search for a grade 1 we don't have on the board, which is probably gonna be this one. Now we're gonna go call, skill, soul charge 1. We get to give a unit plus 5,000 power. I think we're gonna give her 5,000 power. No, we'll give it to Chris Rain. Power plus 5,000. And then we get to counter blast 1 to draw 1. Right? And this unit gets 5,000 power as well. Okay, cool. Power plus 5,000. Bang. And then this has 5,000 because we called it with the effect. And then this has 5,000 because our opponent's at grade 3. Alright. Now we're looking good. When this unit attacks, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard Chris Rain's card name and your opponent's grade... Okay, so this is also going to gain 5k. Okay. So now we're going to do Chris Rain's... no, we're going to Energy Blast 7 first. Draw a card so we don't overcap again. Then we're going to go Skill, Counter Blast, Draw, Energy Charge 3. We're going to give 15,000 here. Critical to the Vanguard. And now we get to pick one to bounce. So grade 2 is going to bounce because of Yuika. This is going to leave the board. We don't care about this because we have another copy. So Yuika's going to bounce. Oh no, the grade 2. No, the grade 2. Never mind. Oh no, we do have soul because of the soul charge we've done. All right, so we're gonna go battle phase. 43 to Vanguard. This is Aurora Battle Prince, not the real main grade 4. Did I say Pure Light? I meant Clear Light. You're right. Sorry, I definitely fucked that up. And you're right about being able to recycle with Security Upgrader. Swing, skill, 1, 2, 3 to the soul. Draw a card. Untap. Untap. You hear me play with magic terms? Alright, Twin Drive. First check. Second check. Critical. This is going to be 28. So we'll go here and crit here. And then we'll swing 40 for 2. I don't know why they use a PG on Chris Rain with only 18. GG. Didn't even give me a GG. Varga doesn't want to overextend the way this guy did. It doesn't want to dump your hand to get early game advantage. You don't need to. You're either going to push your opponent to 4 and have your divine skill online, or you're going to persona ride into fucking Rakshasa and be good to go regardless. This guy dumped their entire hand turn 2 to try and rack up the damage, and it fucked him. Listen, Risto, I've been playing a lot of Magic lately. Honestly, like, of all the card games I play, I've been having the most fun with Magic. Vanguard, like, I love Vanguard, but God, does it put me on tilt. Like,
The luck factor is sometimes really fun and sometimes exciting, but a lot of time it just makes me feel bad. There's too much deck thin and too much harmonization. Harmonization. Every deck basically plays the fucking same. Every deck now is doing 5 attacks, getting extra drive checks, getting plus 10, 15, 20k power. Like, it's getting there's a lot less nuance in the game than there used to be, which makes it a lot less interesting. Yu-Gi-Oh, forget about it. Yu-Gi-Oh's a fucking nightmare right now. So Magic has been the most interesting thing I've been playing lately. I used to play Prison but couldn't afford to continue, but now I'm ready to build a new version, but I'm still theory crafting the deck. Yeah, no, the new support's really solid. Really solid. It actually feels like you can do stuff, which is good. I actually played against a player, and I was able to prison their entire Morphonica deck, where we prisoned their entire board 2 turns in a row, and forced them to have to play cards from the prison, which just let me draw cards. As a Varga main, when I'm at grade 2, I don't overextend. Your opponent wants the early rush, hence what messed him up. Yeah, God, I don't care about the early rush. The thing is, like, just the ride line alone gives you 2 rear guards. So he went second. So he could have just called Blaze Embar Dragon as an attacker and got 2 attacks. He could have called Blaze Embar and maybe this shit grade 2, which I don't know why the fuck he's playing this grade 2. This grade 2 is awful. And that could have been his 3 attacks right there. But he played a full fucking board. And then on turn 2, he dumped guard protecting Shura, which I get. But then he dumped guard to protect this dumbass grade 2 as well. Even though he's playing a ride line that plays Boulder Axe from the soul. I don't get it. So let's look at like he dumped 4 cards on his second turn. He got one back with Shura, but then Shenri. But then he dumped a 15k shield to guard Shura, and he dumped a 15k shield to guard this grade 2. Which, why? When this unit is retired from rearguard by the ability of a grade 3 greater Vanguard Varga and its card name, choose one of your units and get 5,000 power on the turn for your Vanguards in the Malware instead get 10,000 instead of 5,000. Whoop-de-fucking-do. That does nothing to farther your game plan. The only reason I even got to 4 damage is because he hit the fucking critical. Every Varga player has a different style on how they play. Varga's biggest advantage is it's 1-for-1. That, like, even when you're killing your own shit, you gain advantage. This guy burned his advantage before he can even build it up. And that's why I was able to win with fucking Chris Rain. Like, if he really wanted to play with like that, then he needs I don't know. It was just too much too fast. Nah, the grade 2 is actually a real card now, because going second or not on your Rakshasa turn. But they already have a grade 3 that does the same thing. And the grade 3 also gets you a superior call. And he was going first. It's an actual playstyle now to drop your hand on turn 2, I guess. Definitely agree. I like the early D-series start with different mechanics. Brent was an order deck. I'm not sure what the other nation specialty on top of my head, but they merge all into the same. Keter was superior call. Dragon Empire was board control. Stoatia was calling from the drop. And light multi-attack. Light because they were small, they were pokes. I'm gonna move my head over real quick, because if we're gonna be playing on Vanguard Pro likes to have. Oh shit! What did I just do? Oh, I don't care about that. Matter of fact, we can delete this. What was I saying? And then Lyrical kind of was the jack of all trades. Camera, there we go. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. I'm slow at typing. It's currently 3:30 a.m. Hey, I'm happy you're here, even though it's 3:30 in the morning. Thanks for coming to hang out. Grade 2 can call down on grade 2 and its shield value is 10k or 5k power on grade 3. Yeah, I guess. I just, especially in Varga, if you know you're going to kill your own shit, I'd rather play cards that I know are going to bounce. I know are going to get me a card back. Which is why Boulder Axe is so good even as a rear guard, not just a rod line card. Like if that card had been Boulder X, he would have at least got to draw a card off of it on his third turn. I barely that great too. I just stick to Boulder X because to me, draw and defensive are more important. Agreed. Now, where was I? All right, so we're gonna be working on Daikaiser for a little bit. This is for Shubham. We tried working on Daikaiser last time and we kept running into problems with its draw power. So we're gonna try and see if we could tweak that. Thoughts on recent reveals? Which ones? Depends on which recent you mean. Hold on. If we're talking about the Leonore grade ones, you don't have a Vanguard the same name as this card, you may call it a Vanguard. It's a drop, and at the end of your turn, if your Vanguard is Blade Master, you may put this into Soul. I don't see them playing that. This unit attacks or boosts if your Vanguard's in the unit's in dress state. Alright, the two Leonore cards are ass. I did want to try out the new Gear Dragon. We can actually talk about the new Gear Dragon real quick, guys. Hold on. Youthberg got new cards? Hold on. Did I miss that? Oh, you're talking about the ones that came out today. Oh shit, I forgot. I didn't even see them. Not gonna lie to you, didn't see them. Let me see if I can pull them up. Unless you guys have a link for them, because I don't have them yet. Hold on. All right, so we got 2 cards, 3 cards. Oh, we got a couple. Oh, whoa! Is that a new Welstra card? When this unit is placed on Vanguard, look at the top 7 3 cards of your deck. Put up to 1 product card from among them. Reveal it. Put it to your hand and put the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Why the fuck is it only top 3? When this unit attacks, if your grade 3 or greater product was operated this turn, it gets 5,000 power until end of the battle. They just don't want Welstra to fucking succeed. All right, hold on. I'm seeing all the support. All right, what the fuck is this card? No, that's Dragon Soul Resonance. I don't even know what the fuck this card is. Facebook under official page. Is this it? All right, here. And then we'll talk about the new Gear Dragon too. All right, so here's all the cards that got announced for today. When this unit attacks, you have a great 3 greater with best toll. Its card name. What the fuck is this card? All right, is that it? Yeah, because then after that it goes back to Estacion. Bro, I haven't seen the second card and shit on Bushy. Listen. I am a Welstra lover, and they have just made me sad. So don't be mad at me for being pessimistic. All right, so we got Rockbound Dragon. When this unit attacks, if you have a grade 3 greater Vanguard or Vanguard, its card name. This unit has 5,000 power until end of battle. You may soul charge 1. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard or Vanguard, its card name costs Energy Blast 3 and call this card to Rearguard. If your Vanguard is in the Malware, say this unit gets 5,000 power. What the fuck does Varga use soul for? Like, why do they need a Rearguard that soul charges? Am I wrong, or does Varga not use soul at all yet? At all? Like, the only soul they use is for their grade 1 that calls itself back, right? So what the hell is the point of this card? I mean, it's cool that it's a Rearguard that can call itself out every turn. What's this? Blitz Neo Mobile Hamlet. When this unit is placed on Rearguard, Convalesce will look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 product card from among them, and up to 1 unit with Blitz in its different card name from among them. Reveal them, put them into your hand, and shuffle your deck. This card could do nothing else, and I would play it at 4. All right, Bushy, I'm sorry. Act Vanguard Circle once per turn if you have a Vanguard Welstra, its card name and with a Divine Skill, and you did not play an order this turn. Cost: discard a card from hand, choose a product from your job, and put it into the order zone. You could not play an order until end of turn. We did not need that restriction. We didn't. Fuck, this card was almost busted. Oh, this card was almost busted. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's still a fantastic fucking card. The counterblast one, the check top 7. I don't like that it's a counterblast, but it is what it is. We ball to check top 7 to get a blitz, and a product. That's a way to dig for Farheight and a way to dig for Persona Rides. That's fine. Discard a card from hand. If you have Vanguard Welcher and you did not play an order this turn, cost, discard a card from hand, choose a product card from your drop and put it into the order zone. This is good because this allows you to play maximum from the drop. It also can work on turn 2 to be able to put oh shit, it doesn't care about the grade of the order. Discard a card from hand, choose a product from your drop, put it into the order zone. This would have been fantastic if it weren't for that you cannot play an order until end of turn. Because play means you can't put an order with other effects in either. So you can't cheat in an order with Farheight or with Welcher's Divine Skill. Right? Am I wrong? Hold on. Hold on. If I put term. In Cardfight Vanguard, to play an order card or a unit card, you must place it on the field by using a specific card ability during your main phase to call a unit on the rearguard circle. Wait, what? This refers to using an order from your hand, typically by using its effect, which may involve placing it on the field in the order zone or pings. If it just means I can't just normal play an order, then we're golden. Because that makes that card bonkers. It could also refer to participating in a game, playing a unit. Okay. A play refers to the fundamental action of placing a card from your hand into a game zone. A put in play effect is an ability on a card that causes another card to be played or placed either from hand, deck, or drop instead of choosing to play it. A card states that it places another unit or card into a game zone without the player manually selecting it from hand. Oh, hold, ha, 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 ha. Chat. Choose 2 product cards with different card names. Put them. Yes. Oh no, chat. I'm excited. Oh. Hold on. When the zone, discard a card. Search your deck for up to 1 card, the same name product. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. If you have a Vanguard Welcher and its card name, choose up to 1 product card from your hand and put it into the order zone. Chat. That's a support card. That's a support card, chat. Would you switch this with Farheight? Fuck no. Maybe you can play the first order and then do the skill. No. So, hold on. All right, let's talk about this again. All right. When this unit is placed on rearguard, cost counterblast 1. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 product card and up to 1 unit card with blitz and its different card name from this unit, from among them. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Act rearguard circle once per turn. Oh my god, it's a fucking act skill. If you have a Vanguard Welcher in its card name with a divine skill and you do not play an order this turn, cost, discard a card from hand, choose a product from your drop and put it into the order zone. You cannot play an order until end of turn. So, Risto, you cannot play an order the turn that you use this effect, because you have to use it if you did not play an order. But put effects that put them into the zones, like Farheight and Welsh's Divine Skill, dodge this. This card is nuts. This card does not replace Farheight because Farheight can still operate during the battle phase, which is huge for getting multi-attack. But it facilitates the grade 1, the Soul Blast 1, to operate during when Welstra attacks, because that card by itself was good because it allows us to give us an additional way to operate, but it doesn't put products into the order zone like Farheight does. That's why Farheight's still the best, because it does both. It puts an order into the order zone, and it can operate during the battle phase. That was our only way to get maximum into the order zone. This is another way to get maximum into the order zone, as well as dig for combo pieces. This thing is fan-fucking-tastic. What am I going to take out for that, though? Like, I just got my Welsher deck where I like it. The only downside to that card, literally the only downside to that card, is that it gains no power on its own. And it's a counterblast. Do we cut Astel? But Astel's a really important card. What the fuck did I just do? Like, if we're gonna run that card, we need to increase counterblast. I'm sorry, countercharge. So like, we would have to cut Fentilachita, which sucks. I love Fentilachita. We would probably have to cut Varnest. And that's just to put in 2 more Boba Mines. We would need to find out 4 other cards to discard for that card. Or at least 3. Because I've always said I hated that this deck depends so heavily on Farheight, but now they've given us a way. Oh wait, no, it doesn't have Blitz in its name. We still don't have a way to search Farheight. That sucks. Matter of fact, what do we even have in here that's Blitz? Okay, Varnus is Blitz. Astel is Blitz. Fentilachita is Blitz. Okay, yeah, that's good. Actually, with being top 7 is a pretty hefty amount. So like, we could cut a lot. Like, we could probably get away with cutting a Lubetzel. Probably a second Fentilachita and just run it at 2. And then we just needed to figure out 1 more card to cut. Maybe Astel, and then just run 3 of them. Since we up Boba Mine to 4. I need that card on a simulator. ASAP. I need to test this thing. Fuck. Alright, let's talk about Youthberg's cards. Alright, Silvermane Stallion. When your Vanguard is placed by Revoldress, costs Soul Blast 1, stay in this unit. That's ass. The deck already has enough power. It doesn't need a restanding fucking back row. Oh damn, Welstra might be top tier with this. Please, I love that deck. Welstra is my favorite of the Faded 1 decks. It always has been since I first got my hands on it. So it's funny because I started off with Varga out of the Faded ones because I'm a Dragon Empire player, and I like what Varga does. Retiring the front row, restanding. It combined Boff Sagra with Zed lanes, which were my 2 favorite Dragon Empire decks at the time. So I thought I was gonna love Varga, but Varga's playstyle is really fucking boring. Like, there's no real nuance to it. There's more now. But when it first came out, that shit was like watching paint dry. I played that shit at Bushy Road Springfest, and by the end of it, I just didn't want anything to do with the deck. So literally that day, I picked up Welstra and put it together. Like, I picked up the core of it and bought all the stuff I didn't have literally the same day. And I played that shit for the whole rest of the night. And I loved the flexibility of it, and I loved the combos that the deck could do. But it obviously had a lot of limits with the fact that you need so many specific pieces. And it has so many discard costs. Alright, Knight of Breaking Roar, Beslutian. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Youthbreaker in its card name is placed during your rad phase, if you do not have a rear guard with the same name as this card, Soul Blast 1, call this card a rear guard. Interesting. Is placed during your ride phase. Okay, so when you ride, you get to call this guy out. So they got their own what the fuck's her name? Maple? Cost Soul Blast 1, call this card a rear guard. Okay. Continuous rear guard Guardian Cycle. If you have a grade 3 or greater bang with Youthbreaker in its card name, then this unit gets 5,000 power, 5,000 shield. If your bind zone has a card with Youthbreaker in its card name, it also gets 5,000 power. Huh. So he's a 20k on both players' turns. And what's cool about it, the Youthbreak bind, if you're playing the new main grade 3, that's going to be live as soon as you Revoldress. A solid beat stick that can just keep calling itself back out. Does Youthbreak players, do you guys need soul for anything? I know the old youth perk needed soul, but does this one? Knight of Sworn Oath, Edfed. This unit is placed on rear guard. If you have a Vanguard with youth in its card name, +1 with the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them, reveal it, put it into, perform one of the following, and shuffle the deck. If the revealed card has youth perk in its card name, put it to hand. If the real card is a unit card with a different card name from this unit and grade less than equal to your Vanguard, call to an open rear guard. Okay. Auto rear guard circle once per turn. When this unit attacks, so +1. For each card with youth perk in its card name on your Vanguard circle and in your bind zone, this unit gets 5,000 power. This thing's fire. The Counter Blast is a little pricey, but that thing's fire. I would say this one is probably like a 7, 8 out of 10. This is probably like a 5, 6. I think they're both solid cards and probably better than support than what New Youth Perk has now. Because New Youth Perk support is pretty mid. Unless Youth Perk got a new card I didn't know about. The cards that came out with Exist. Besides Exist and the grade 3, and the new Rideline, good. But all the rear guards were just not it. Not it at all. But this, oh my god, I need this. I want this in my life. I need this inside my body. Can't remember, as not a big fan of the new cards, as Full Blast is still faster. I'm testing new methods. I mean, I had a good deck for Exist. It just requires you to play all of the killer staples to maximize on draw power, because the deck in and of itself has no draw power, which is kind of Exist's biggest problem. It's a glass cannon. Ote, I'm sorry for shitting on Bushy. You were right. I should have read both cards. This one we're not gonna run, especially not the grade 2. This effect is like a grade 1's effect. The only good thing about it is that the first effect is free, but this. This thing is sexy. If only this thing could give itself like 5k power. If only. Hold on, let me see what the comments say. Best card for Blitz, actually good active effect that discards for the grade 1 ability. Grade 1 ability. What grade 1 is he talking about? Oh, Fentilachita. Because you'll discard Fentilachita or Astel, and their effects will trigger as long as you're on Welstra. But yeah, that card's bonkers. Now that I'm thinking about it, that card's way better than I thought. Like, this card was already good because of the first 2 effects, but the cards we have that we want to discard, he's talking about Astel. Oh my god, he's talking about Astel. I myself play Welstra since its first form, and yeah, the second card is insane for the deck. Yeah, I didn't even think about Astel. So I like Astel, but a lot of people had a problem with Astel because once we get past turn 3, we have no ways to discard Astel unless we play another Farheight. But now that's something we can use every fucking turn to discard. So maybe we don't discard. Maybe we only play 3 Bubble Mines and 4 Astels, because Astels are our usual cost. I don't know, man. I need that card on a fucking simulator ASAP. ASAP. Oh my god, that made me moist. All right, and then last thing we wanted to check out, we want to look at the Gear Dragon real quick. The new Gear Dragon that got announced Tuesday. Where he at? This guy. Bloop. All right, let's see what this big boy does. First off, he looks cool as shit. This dude looks like a fusion of a dragon and a Power Ranger Megazord. This gives me very, very good Chronicle vibes. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with like a similar mechanic to Time Leap. I think I like glanced at it. All right, so this thing is called Time Spiral Fist Dragon Galuand Dragon. Act Vanguard Circle once per turn. Cost, bind a card from your soul. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards, put it to the bottom of the deck, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, the shooting gets 5,000 power to end of turn. So a Soul Blast one for basically a retire. It bottom decks, so it's a little different, but you get what I'm saying. Auto Vanguard Circle, when the unit attacks, Counter Blast 1 and bind 2 of your rear guards. Search your deck for up to 2 unit cards whose grade is equal to the total grade of the cards bound for this cost. Call them to rear guard circle in the same column and shuffle the deck. Search your deck for up to 2 unit cards whose original grade is equal to the total grade. Okay, so if you get rid of... So it has to be exactly equal? It's not equal or less, equal or more. Okay, so if you get rid of 2 grade 2s, you get 2 grade 2s. You get rid of a grade 2 and a grade 1, you get a grade 2 and a grade 1.
So it can either do 4 attacks for size or it can do 5 attacks. And it doesn't care about your opponent's grade. So this card already is a built-in 5 attack deck, but because you're binding the rear guards, you have no way, unless we have a way to get them back, you're gonna run out of steam. Alright, so Steam Fighter Gulkashal. When this unit is rolled upon by a grade 3 gear dragon. Oh, it's the ride deck. Okay, let's go from backwards. That is the fucking cutest gear starter ever. That thing is adorable. You search the C seer to discard and +2. Ew, that's so good. Yeah, I would say that's nuts. That's nuts. Sorry, I had clicked off of the chat, so I didn't see you say that, but yeah, that's nasty. With my full blast deck, I use Decisive Axe Dragon with plain OT to meme the deck, but still looking for new ways to play. I got you. All right. Shubham had asked about Dak Kaiser first, so we're gonna fuck with Dak Kaiser. If we have time, we'll go fuck with Youthberg. But I want to read the rest of this. All right, so first off, cute ass motherfucking starter. That thing is like so fucking cute. All right, this is Steam Fighter Gumil. When this unit is rolled upon by Steam Fighter Gulkashal, cost Soul Blast 1, draw 2 cards, choose up to 1 normal unit from your hand, reveal it, put it to the bottom of your deck. And if you did not reveal a card, choose 2 cards from your hand and discard them. Okay, somebody's trying to be like Odium. Solid though. Sending your dudes back to deck to set up for the grade 3. Steam Fighter Gulkashal. When this unit is rolled upon by a grade 3 gear dragon, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card from among them, reveal it, call it to rear guard if it is a grade 3 or less card. Put it to your hand if it is not. So if it's a unit card, you call it. If it's an order card, you put it in the hand. Shuffle your deck. If you do not reveal a card, call this card to rear guard and soul charge 1. Ooh, so if you even get all triggers and don't want to add something, you get a free dude and get a soul charge. Okay. During your turn, if your Vanguard's grade 3 or greater and either player's rear guard have been bound this turn, this unit gets 5,000 power. And continue playing a deck that binds your own rear guards and it doesn't bind your opponents though. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards, put them on the deck. Interesting. It's not bad. It's a solid ride line. The grade 1 draws you 2 cards. Wait, is this the grade 1? I'm looking at the grade. No, this is the grade 1 for the ride line. No, that's not it. Is it? It's a Soul Blast 1. Hold on, sorry, I'm mixing up effects. Yeah, it's a Soul Blast 1 to draw 2 cards. So yeah, it's a solid ride line. And the grade 3 is, like I said, built in. What the fuck is this? Chat, what the fuck is this? Is this a grade 4 deck? So yeah, I'm fucking this up. Hold on. The new ride line can be used for time stampeding dragon. Alright, what the fuck is this thing? Alright, I gotta read this. Hold on. This thing is called Eternal Overload Colossus. You cannot ride this card. Okay. At hand, if you have a grade 3 Gator Vanguard with Gulliwind in its card name, cost Energy Blast 3, bind this card, draw 2 cards. Okay. I like that. All right. When this unit is placed on rear guard by the ability of your grade 3 Greater Vanguard with Gallowin in its card name, until the end of turn, this unit gets all the following based on the total grade of the Dark States cards in your bind zone. Okay, so this is our win con. Before I even finish, this is our win con. So it's not that you go for 5 attacks. You can, but if you get rid of 2 grade 2s or a grade 3 and a grade 1, you get this fucking guy. I understand it now. All right. So based on the number of Dark States you have in your bind zone, 10 or more, auto rear guard circle once per turn. When this unit attacks, this unit gets 20,000 until the end of turn, and at the end of turn, bind this card and draw a card. He starts off at 18,000. This motherfucker jumps to 38 with no boost, and then he binds himself, increasing your grade count, and draws you a card. Okay, 20 or more. Auto rear guard circle once per turn. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. Cost Counter Blast 1. Stand this unit. Chat, 30 or more. Auto rear guard circle. This unit gets +1 critical. So it's a 38k with no boost, restanding critical rear guard. I gotta play the deck. I gotta see how fast you can bind shit. Because fam, that sounds cool as fuck. More like Astro Poet. All right, what we got for support cards? Stirring Tree Frog. When this unit is placed on rearguard from hand, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Gallowin in its card name, choose up to one normal unit without Sentinel from your drop or bind zone and put it to the bottom of your deck. If you chose a grade 3 or greater card, soul charge one, this unit gets 5,000 power until end of turn. So this is our way to get cards back from the bind zone. Okay, that's good. You basically have to play this because otherwise you're going to run through your whole deck and not have anything to play. Steam Gunner Birlum. When your card is bound during your main phase, cost Energy Blast 3, call this card to rearguard. It's a drop. Oh, it's a drop zone effect. It's a grade 3 though. If your Vanguard is a grade dragon, this unit gets 5,000 power, 5,000 shield, also active during your opponent's turn. Damn. I don't think we play this. Steam Shooter Amutus. During your turn, if either player's rearguard was put to the deck or bound this turn, this unit gets +1 grade and power plus 2,000. We'll count the extra grade for Gallowin's auto. They actually put that in there. Auto rearguard took out the end of the battle. This unit boosted. If your Vanguard is a Gear Dragon with Persona Ride, cost bind this unit, draw a card. This seems solid enough. You can either become a target to set up for the grade 3, or it becomes a draw engine. Yeah, that's okay. It's not crazy, and it doesn't give itself it gains 2k, so it's a 10k booster. It's nothing crazy, but overall, these are solid cards, and this seems like a solid idea for a deck. This fucking grade 4 though, I want to get that 30 off. The frog is useless. You're better off running Gear Parrot and Gear Goat to recycle cards from mine. Oh, I don't even know what those are. I didn't know there were already cards in the deck in the game to get cards back from the bind. My bad. You said Gear Parrot? The fuck is this thing? If you have a Gear Dragon Vanguard, this unit gets the following. When this unit is placed on rearguard, choose up to one normal unit without Sentinel from your drop or bind zone, put it to the bottom of your deck, gets 5,000 power. That's already better. When this unit is put from rearguard on the bottom of the deck by your card's ability during your turn, or bound from rearguard by your card's ability. If your Vanguard is a grade 3 or greater, Counter Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3, draw a card, choose one of you to get. Yeah, this thing's fucking nutty. This thing's perfect. I forgot that we already have a Gear Dragon Vanguard that's not, Gear Chronicle, and I didn't realize that that support card those support cards were gonna work for this. And then what's the other one? Gear Goat. Is that a grade 2? This thing. When this unit attacks, if you have a Gear Dragon Vanguard, Soul Blast 1, this unit gets 5,000 power to end the battle. That's bad. The end of the battle, this unit attacked. If you have a Gear Dragon Vanguard, Energy Blast 3, put this unit on the bottom of your deck, draw a card, choose one of your rear guards, or up to one card from your bind, don't put them to the bottom of the deck. I don't like this one. Energy Blast 3, put this unit on the bottom of the deck, draw a card, choose up to one of your rear guards, or up to one. Oh, okay, never mind. No, this is solid. So Energy Blast 3 for a draw. And it can Soul Blast. I would have to see how much soul we need. Parrot's bonkers. Gear Go is okay. When this unit is placed on rearguard during your battle phase, of the top card of your deck and put it to the top of the deck or into the soul. That's cute. Let me see if we have Gear Dragon support. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if your soul has 5 or more cards, discard a card from hand, choose one of your back or rearguard, retire it. That's bad. Final Rush. Steam Breath. It only went for the name, not necessarily what's Gear Parrot. That's Liel. Is it more grade 2s? Probably. Alright, when this unit is placed on rearguard, reveal the top card of your deck. If there are no cards in your soul with the same name as a revealed card, soul charge 1. When this unit attacks, hits a Vanguard, draw a card. If you drew a card, choose a card from your hand, put it into soul. We know what you do. We know what you do. We know what you do now. Energy Blast 5, draw a card, choose up to one trigger unit from your drop, put it into soul. That's ass. During your turn, abilities cannot be activated by your opponent's intercepts, and all your opponent's units on Guardian and Rearguard lose all their abilities. When this unit is placed on, if you have to have a Chrono Jet Crest. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard attacks, this unit gets 5,000 power until end of turn. If your Vanguard attacks 2 or more times this turn, choose that we don't have a restanding Vanguard, so When this unit attacks while boosted, if your soul has 6 or more cards. When this unit is placed on rearguard by your card's ability, if you have a Gear Dragon Vanguard and your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, counterblast 1, choose a Dark States normal unit from your bind zone, put it to the bottom of your deck. This unit's 5,000 power until end of the turn for each grade of that card's cost. This actually ain't bad as a beat stick. I have to say, it serves the same purpose to get us back cards from the bind zone. What the fuck is this thing? When this unit attacks, counterblast 1, choose a card from your soul, put it into your drop, and until end of battle, this unit's power increases by the original shield of that card. Weird, but okay. Dragon Tree. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have a grade 3 greater Vanguard, Blangmire. And then when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, and you plus 3, choose one of any player's rear guards, put it into the soul. Until end of turn, this unit gets 5,000 power. If your damage zone is 4 or more cards, or you persona roll this turn, this unit also gets when your opponent's unit is put into the guard circle. If that unit's grade is the same as the grade of the cards put into the soul by this unit's original auto ability, that unit gets minus 5,000 shield. Interesting. Interesting. That one's interesting. The different name from the cards in your soul and put it into your soul. All right, we're done. That's a whole thing I'm gonna have to look at later, because that's a really cool effect. Anyway, back to Kaiser. I said we're gonna work on Kaiser. We're gonna work on Kaiser. I want to get this shit working. All right. So, what are the advantages of Kaiser?
Kaiser can spit out a board regardless of your hand size. Ugh.
Now, we only really need to discard cards in the early game. Now, somebody was saying that there's another ride line that we can use for Brandgate. You said it's a camera, right? This thing? Alright, what the fuck do you do? Order zone. So let's uncall this card. Normally it will boost to open rearguard, so put that unit into the order zone at the end of the turn. If your opponent's Vanguard is black, call it as a power 10,000 instead of 5,000. Okay. So you get the Soul Blast 1 and call this guy out as a 5,000 booster. Okay. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, search your deck for up to 1 camera chan. Put into the order zone. If you search the deck, shuffle the deck. If you put a card from your hand, draw a card. Okay. Demonic, you YouTuber, is funny. It has to be written. No, it's when it's placed on Vanguard Circle. Alright. If you have a grade 3 greater Vanguard, blacken its card name. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, search your deck for up to 1 Satoshi in its card name. Call it to rearguard, shuffle the deck. Guessing that's what you would do. That doesn't really fix the problems that we're having. Kind of blessed 1. It sucks because Die Lady would normally be our +1, but she just gets us a base, which we're going to immediately play. You know what Brandgate needs? Brandgate needs a fucking Shenri clone. Oh, wait, they have one. Here. I'm stupid. Ignore me. Ignore me. Now, remind me what you do. If you have a grade 3 greater Vanguard with Dimensional Romance card name, Soul Blast 1, rest this unit. Choose a normal unit with Dimensional Romance card. Different card name from this unit from your drop. Put it to the bottom of your deck. If you chose a unit with Dimensional Robo in its card name, it gets 5,000 till end of turn. This card is ass. Why did I put this in here? Fuck this one. Assemble Dragon. When this unit is placed on rearguard, Soul Blast 2 and perform one of the following. Search your deck for up to 1 set order, reveal it. And if your order zone has a card with the same name as that card, put it into your hand to shuffle the deck. Okay. Choose a set order from your order zone, and if your order zone has 3 or more cards with the same card name, countercharge 1. Is that an act or is that on place? That's on place. I get it. It's a way to fetch our order, and it's a countercharge, but still not good. What was I thinking? Trying these cards out. All right, let me think. Let me think. Yes, I need to look at cards. Core Kaiser. I think we have to run that battles. Because that battles gets us a crit. And that makes the guard break a lot stronger, especially in the early game. But it only works on fucking Dayusha. in the same column as this unit get boost. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have a Vanguard Dimensional Roboland's card name, look at 5 cards on top, choose up to one of either a grade 3 or greater card with Dimensional Roboland's card name or a set order. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle the deck. If you revealed, choose a card from your hand, either put it into your soul or discard it. Wait a second, I need to see something with Shadow Kaiser. If you have a grade 3 Vanguard with Deck Kaiser and its card name, you do not rides. Fuck. Why do they put so many restrictions on everything? And why does this have to put a card from hand into soul? Soul or discard it. If you have a grade 3 Greater Vanguard with Dimensional Robo and its card name in your set order zone has a base, if you get 5,000 power, also active on your opponent's turn. The only good thing about this is that it works turn 2. That it gains its power boost. Die-Wing is specifically for when this unit is placed on rear guard from hand. If you have a Vanguard Dimensional Robo and its card name, Energy Blast 3, choose up to one card with Dimensional Robo and its different card name from this unit from your soul and call it to rear guard. At the end of the battle, put the called unit into soul. If your order zone has a base, this unit gets 5,000 power, 5,000 shield. If your order zone has 3 bases, it gets another 5,000 power, 5,000 shield. Fuck. Do we play Die-Wing? I don't know. I never ran into an issue with making a board with this deck. It's just, we need cards in hand. That's the only problem I ever run into with this deck. Now, let me double check Kaiser. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2 or greater, discard a card from hand and choose up to one Super Dimensional Robo Kaiser from your ride deck. It's nice because you don't need a setup, you just discard a card. So everything else just becomes setup. But I'm trying to look at like Brancate cards that'll either just give us genuine advantage. I mean, we could play the cat for defense, but that doesn't help the inherent problem of drawing cards. When this unit is placed on rigor from soul, if energy charge 1. What's this? When your other unit in the same column as this unit attacks, if your card was attached by your Vanguard's ability, that's for Silhouette. All right, what do we have that uses energy besides Die Kaiser? Or is it just Die Kaiser? I think it's just Die Kaiser. So maybe we play Cyclers. Let's get rid of you. Let's nix these guys. Oh, because we play this too. This also gets us a card. All right. Search your deck for up to one grade 3 unit with a different name from your Vanguard or one set order reveal. Yeah, this is actually good for the deck. I picked the wrong one. Alright, is there anything else I want to modify while we're here? I think we'll keep it like this for a minute, just to see how it goes. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. Sorry for the delay reaction with the brand. Get for prison or die. For heals, would you use Lady Healer or Creaking World as 4 because most decks now do 2 attacks? It's the problem with the problem with the effect heals is because they're so situational, they're hard to gauge when they're actually good. So yeah, a lot of decks do extra attacks, but if you look at the decks that do extra attacks, Youthbrick plays a different Vanguard, so you wouldn't be able to get the heal effect. Buffstalker does restand the rear guard, but they only have one rear guard that restands. If they don't have that, then you're stuck with a 10k shield. Levy Dross attacks with different rear guards. Raziel calls new rear guards, so you don't get the boost. It's like every deck that does multi-attack does it in a weird way that dodges the defensive cards. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the hole in those cards. Like if you really count the number of decks that restand rear guards, it's not a whole lot. So it's up to you if you want to run that or not. All right. Whew. Time is it? Damn, we've already been at it for 3 hours. Doesn't even feel like it's been that long. All right, let's put those back. Let's put the PG back too. We'll keep the PG just because we don't know what we're playing against. All right, this hand's kind of solid. Bob Sagra! Fuck! This is not a deck to test against. Whatever, we're gonna figure it out. Fucking Basagra, really? Really? Alright. It's not bitch, let's just figure it out. Alright, he's already got Sword and Shield. Drop and Ride. Search deck. Reveal, add to hand. Deck search, shuffle. I wish they updated the trigger effects. And then draw. I agree. They're supposed to be defensive options, and they're just not. Alright, main phase. We're going to play our order. Order skill. We're going to go... Tap. Sorry, rest. Choose up to 1 grade 2 or less normal unit in your soul. Yeah, it's 1 charge, right? Yep, okay. So we're going to go through the deck and find a card to put in. We'll put in Dilady. We'll probably discard this and put it into Soul next turn. And this unit is placed on rear guard from until this unit gets 2,000 power and cannot intercept. Stopping my opponent from intercepting is really not that big a deal. So I think I'd rather attack here. Battle phase. Swing. I wish they updated. I think I jinxed it. What do you mean? Heal trigger is crazy. And you get a fucking draw trigger? Ew. Ew, ew, ew. Oh, this must be an actual, like, Buff Saga fan playing me, right? Alright, no guard. Damn, you just lost out on 2 damage. This deck doesn't need counterblast. Not really. I mean, it does for Dilady. I guess that makes sense. Drop and Ride. And then we're gonna go Kaiser's skill. Which is discard a card from hand and ride. So what are we gonna discard? We'll discard Shadow Kaiser. I'm gonna call main phase. Then we're gonna go. We might as well. Skill 1, 2, 3. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose a card from one, then put it into the hand. So look at top 3. Let's add this to hand. Let's add you to hand. Shuffle. And now you gain power +5. And then when this unit attacks, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, that gets +5. Our opponent is not at grade 3 or greater, so we're just gonna go like this. Battle phase. Swing. With the heals, the effect due to restanders? Yeah, I know. Swing. Twin drive. First check. That's an OT. Second check. Skill. To the soul. Look at top 5. We got a grade 2 or greater. Shadow Kaiser is a 10k shield, and we do have a Dilady, and we have one in soul. We'll do that. And then we'll go swing. 100 million for 2. Okay, game. I guess. This time we'll go first, even though this deck does kind of want to go second. That's alright. Alright. That's actually a good draw. Let's discard Glory Maker. And then skill. Reveal, add to hand. Main phase. You damage his Verilord. That's big. Yeah, I know, because they only have one now. And then skill. Doesn't matter, we won. And then deck search, and we'll put Dilated into Soul. Is Dilated what we want to put into Soul? What do we want to put? When this unit is rolled up on by great, they call it to Vanguard. No, we'll put Dilated. We'll keep the one in hand. And then we just end turn. Pray they don't heal. Even if they had it, even if they had healed, that was actually like the most advantage I've ever had with this deck at once. Like we were getting card advantage real fast. And we did that with no counter blasts. No guard. There you go. Damn, another heal trigger again. Alright. Let's drop this to ride. Draw the extra card. Now, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2 or greater, okay, so we can't even use this effect. Which is fine. We'll go main phase. We're going to play. I may have made a boo-boo. It's alright, we'll play this one from hand. Effects, rest, energy charge 1. We're gonna put another card into the soul. Let's put. There's nothing I really want to put. I don't think this Die Mariner is a good one. We should probably swap that out. Put that into the soul. Then I think we leave everything in soul for right now, since he's gonna retire our front row anyway. I mean, we got a couple turns. We'll go Dilated, skill, counterblast, search, reveal, add to hand, shuffle, and then we can go. Let's go Die Dragon and Balladrid. Battle phase, swing 10k. All right, swing 10k. Okay, and then swing 18k. And then skill to the soul. The top 5. Grade 2 or greater. Do we need Shadow Kaiser? Attack. And its card name is attacked. You could I mean, or we can grab the set order, which will guarantee us a last. No, we'll grab Shadow Kaiser. They'll give us defense. Okay. Because what do I need for this to be able to guard? I need a grade 3 greater Vanguard Die Yushan's card name. We might take out Die Dragon. It's nice to have, but it's not helping us. I said it before, OT, that was insanely quick. Battle phase. Is he gonna swing on my rear guards? That's fine. That's not a. I mean, I guess. And he does realize I'm playing Die Kaiser, right? Die Kaiser doesn't really need anything. Soul list, reveal, call, main phase. We'll play the third one. We'll energy charge 1. We'll put something from the deck into the soul. What do we want to put from deck? If you have Vanguard dimensional, oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong card. Look at this. Continuous Vanguard. If you have a Vanguard with Die Kaiser and its card name, this unit gets 5,000 power. If your order zone has 3 or more bases, it gets 10,000 instead of 5,000. So we'll put this into the soul. That's actually a good beat stick that we never use. And we can block. We can technically defend with it too. Now we'll go skill, pay 2, and we're gonna call him out. Don't forget Glory Maker from drop. You're right. I did forget that. And then we're gonna go pay 2 more. When this unit is placed on, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard Dayushin, it's kind of ew. Never mind. Well, what does this do again? When this unit is placed on rear guard from Soul by your grade 3, all of your Vanguards get 5,000 power. You know what? I'll just leave it like that. I'll keep the extra energy. So instead, we'll go charge 1 and put this into the Soul. Because once we Legion, we're gonna need some defense. Battle phase. We're gonna go. Let's go. If you have a great 3 greater Vanguard, it's kind of, this is gonna get 23. So let's go with this first. I figured. Of course you get a fucking damage trigger. Of course. Why would you not? Alright. When this unit boosts, if you have a great 3 greater Vanguard, your opponent cannot and would call, they must call 2 or more. So no blitz orders and 2 or more. Okay. Power and I heal. I don't heal. Whoops. Okay, that is a draw trigger. And of course, they get another damage trigger. They've hit 3 damage triggers in a row. And they get to heal down. Must be nice. Completely shut down my pressure like that. Also, you can't put grade 3 cards from deck to soul using base. Oh, I thought, okay. I mean, I was putting it from, okay, so I just cheated. My bad. Can I put it from drop? No. Alright, so I shouldn't have grabbed Shadow Kaiser. My bad. That was my mistake. That sucks, because that would make Shadow Kaiser way better. I'll let them retire that and not say that this retires itself, because I forgot. Glory Maker retires at the end. Yeah, and then they went hammer to retire it. Which I'm totally okay with. Yuga Mashad. Trying to think of what I can do here now. I definitely need to get rid of these Dayusha cards. These cards are not good. Like, I thought this would be a good defensive option, but it's not live until we're in Legion. And this one, when this unit... Hold on a second. How about that, guys? My daughter is here. I had to let her in. Alright, so they played Apollara. So they have 4 attacks coming. Alright, now they're using buff Saga skill. Putting a card from hand into soul. Getting giving up a PG is crazy. So they're equipping the sword, which is going to give their front row 5k. Or they're not doing it. They are doing it. I'm confused. They took back the PG and now they're putting it back in. Okay. They took it back. I'm confused. I guess they're not using Boss Aggro skill now. Oh, he doesn't know what to get rid of. Okay. So I was gonna retire my front row first. Now they're gonna put the PG in. Why didn't they just do that in the first place? Are they trying to get an extra superior call? Is that what they're trying to do with her? Ooh, okay. So nothing changed. All right. We'll guard that. Go for it. Yep. So that's 3 damage. 1, draw trigger. 2, OT turns over. 3. All right, dope. Dope. All right, we're just gonna go straight to main phase. Oop. And we're gonna go. We're gonna Legion. Oh, Angel's up. Legion. I'm gonna send back the draw trigger. I'm gonna send back that. Shadow Kaiser, and we'll send back Kaiser. Why not? And then Glory Maker's effects. When you have a Great Third Vanguard is placed, reveal, we'll call it. Alright. Now how do we want to do this? It sucks because our last base is over here, so we can't even dig for it. We have 8 energy. We need 3 for Die Kaiser. Solist. Alright, we're gonna start off by we're gonna make a board. Alright, thinking. I'm probably gonna call the Shadow Kaiser out of hand. We're gonna call Kaiser Greater from the soul. And I guess that lady. So let's go like this. We'll go boom, pay 2. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have a greater, all of your vanguards get 5,000 power. This unit, okay. So boom, effects gains 5, and then we gain 10. Okay, then we're gonna go boom, and we're gonna call no skill. And lastly, we're gonna go skill. We're gonna energy charge 1, and we're gonna put this into the soul. Okay, and then we're gonna call Shadow Kaiser, which gains 10 Cano Zone. I'm gonna head back to sleep. All right, Mr. Universe, have a good night. Thank you for coming to hang out. All right, so we're gonna go battle phase, swing, skill, counterblast 1. Everything gains 5k. Power plus 10, power plus 5. I draw a card, and then we're gonna go Die Kaiser's ability 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 with the guard break. And that's twin drive 1, 2. We'll go power here and draw, and then skill. Card from hand goes to soul. Let's put this into the soul. And we're going to restand, and then we're going to swing and skill. No drives. It sucks that we didn't get a critical. Okay, so they're going up to 33. 53. All right, sounds good. All right, and then at the end of the battle, retire this unit. Okay. Then we're going to go 38 at the Yugmashad. And then we're going to go 33 at the Vanguard. All right. And they got to heal. Hold on a second, guys. I got to take a phone call. Sorry, I thought I unmuted. I was gonna say this motherfucker needs crit pressure bad, but I think the Dilander requires you to have Dayusha on your Vanguard circle, right, to get the critical. That sucks because if you ever go first, it's just you're fucked. I mean, we're doing all right. We've gotten a pretty good amount of advantage, which is cool. Oh, I smell a Varalord coming. Yep, he has Varalord in his grave. Here comes the one of you guys. All right, he's equipping another sword. All right, here's his big turn. He just countercharged. You can't. All right, 48. We'll take that. Yep, thick boy. It's fine. We got a PG. Discarding the Dayusha. No triggers is awesome. Now we'll guard 43. Get those crits back in the grave. And then we'll guard this too. Alright. Easy peasy. Now, I only played 2 copies of Kaiser, so unfortunately the other Kaiser's in my hand already, so we have to ride it. That goes into soul. Main phase. Scale. We're gonna go function. Oh wait, I don't think we can yet. Oh no, we just put Dayusha in the soul, so yeah, we're good. Function, Legion. To the deck. To the deck. To the deck. To the deck. All right, we're good. Now, we gotta be careful with our energy, but we're gonna go deck shuffle. We're gonna go call, skill, energy blast 3. Look at top 5 now? Yeah, 5. And I get to add any card to hand. We're probably gonna add this. And shuffle, and he gains 5k. Boop. Now, what do we have in the drop? We're gonna go skill, energy charge 1. We're gonna put this into the soul. Then we're gonna go the second one. Energy blast 2. And we're gonna call it. Skill, it's gonna give my Vanguard plus 10k. It's gonna give itself plus 5k. And then we're gonna go skill. We're gonna put Stylady into soul. Oh, I also forgot to call this guy up. And energy charge 1. And then we're just gonna go boom, boop. Now you get 5k because we have enough cards up there. Bang. Then that's it. Battle phase. So now that's gonna be power plus 23. No, power plus, it should be 26. So hold on, minus 10. So it was 13 plus, so it's 36. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So now we're gonna go swing, skill, counterblast, draw, power plus 5, power plus 10, and then skill, energy blast 3, and soul to bind. Okay, so full guard restrict is live. He's not guarding. All right, twin drive, first check, second check. No, we just sent 2 crits back to deck and couldn't hit a thing. All right, so skill, we're gonna put a card from hand to soul. Freestand. Now I'm gonna go swing. Yeah, I guess so. 31. 31 here. Okay. Great. Skill. To the soul. Look at top 5. You've got to be fucking kidding me. My twin drive is 2 blanks. And then my next 5 cards are triggers. I don't know who I pissed off in a former life, but what the fuck? Attacks if your opponent's Vanguard is good. And then, so, it's plus 10k. I hate it here. Top 5. Okay, we have Shadow Kaiser in the grave already. So I think we're gonna add this to hand. Alright. And this is gone. Alright. Let's see if we can make it through this turn. If we can make it through this turn, we might have a chance. What's in my soul? We do have Kaiser in the soul. We need a way to get to soul blast him out, which I think we can with this. Because choose 1 grade 2 or less. Never mind. We have no soul outs. That's why we were playing the soul blast card. That's why, because we have no soul outs. I remember now. So we can't Legion again right now. Because we have no cards in soul. Granted, we already have a fuck ton of triggers in the deck. But best case scenario, his first swing, we hit a draw trigger. Worst case scenario, we're fucked. Yeah, worst case scenario, we hit nothing. Must say you are playing an excellent game with Daikaiser, battling till now. Yeah, no, the biggest problems I'm noticing with Daikaiser is the lack of crit pressure, and yeah, we have no soul outs. Because like all of my Daikaisers are in soul now, so I can't Legion. Same with my other copy of Dayusha. All right, so now it's gonna be 33. We're gonna eat that, and we get a draw trigger. Nice. So that's plus 13. Oh, he's doing 5 attacks. That's cool. I didn't even catch that. All right, I guess I'm not the only one drive checking blanks. Granted, if we make it through this turn, he's out of counterblasts. Guard and guard, skill, counterblast, and throw. And guard. All right. Like I said, only downside is we can't re-legion. Well, so let's see what we can do here. We're gonna go skill and put a guy back into soul. So we'll put Kaiser Greater has been our best friend here. We also don't get Glory Maker back, which sucks. I didn't realize the Soul Blasts. If you have a grade 3 and you did not ride this turn, bind this card, search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 or greater with that Kaiser in its card name. Holy shit. We can do it. We can re-legion. So reveal. I didn't realize the Soul Blasted the whole time. So guess what? We can Soul Blast Daikaiser. Does he only ride from deck? Search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 greater with Daikaiser and its ride. Why is this only ride from deck? D-Legion thinking. Why is this only ride from deck? If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit may return 2 heal triggers along with a total of 4 cards from your drop in order to want in your deck once. Okay, so I can only Legion once. If I had a way to get Daikaiser back in deck, we would be able to do this. But there's no way for me to get Daikaiser back in deck besides Legioning. That sucks. This is our Soul Blast out. I didn't realize this motherfucker was a Soul Blast. The thing is, you can Soul Blast, bind this card to search and fail the search. So that's a way to get cards out of Soul. Fuck. But I have no way to break my Legion without riding another grade 3. Whatever. Did I already put Kaiser Greater in here? Okay, cool. All right, so we're only gonna get 1 Spirit Call off of this. So we're gonna go like this. And we're gonna call dude. We're gonna go call, skill, power plus 10, power plus 5. But yeah, that glitch that I just realized, it changes things. It changes a few things. Because there's things I could have done differently. We're going to energy charge 1. I don't think we have anything we could put in right now. No, we don't. Okay, cool. We're gonna go call and call. So he's gonna get 10k. She's gonna get 10k. She has to attack a grade 3. So, but we're gonna be going face the whole way. Battle phase. Power plus 10. Power plus 3. Swing skill, counterblast, power plus 10, power plus 5, power plus 5, and power plus 5. Okay. Twin drive. First check. Second check. How am I still getting nothing? Okay. Skill. To the soul. Freestand. Swing. Skill. And you blast 3. He might have just... No, nope, he had that. All right, cool. 38. He still has the shield, and he has 4 cards in soul. So, yep. There's the shield. 33. So 43. Yep. And then 43. All right. If he can reestablish a board, we basically lose. But if he can't reestablish a board, never mind, he Persona Road. We're probably dead. Because he can still retire my front row, which is unfortunate, but yeah. We can block 2 attacks, so that's game. I would love for him to hit draw triggers and just lose, but that's not going to happen. Great game. We lasted way longer than I thought we would. That's a good card. You could use its effect. All right, retiring the front row. I'm gonna arm again. Oh, do you got these are called double Appalara. You know what? Clean. Appalara is good card. Unfortunate. That's probably going to be the game. Unless we hit a heal. But I don't know if we even have any heals left. 1. We have 3 heals left. Nope. We had like almost the entire deck left with triggers. Look at that. If I had to heal, I had 2 PGs left, and I could have rebuilt my board, and I could have won. That was close. That was real close. But big problem I ran into was not being able to Legion again. I didn't know that fucking Shadow Kaiser could Soul Blast. That changes so much. We don't need to run the unnecessary Soul outs because we have Shadow Kaiser. So look, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard deck Kaiser in its card name and you did not ride this turn, Soul Blast 1, bind this card. Search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 or greater card with that Kaiser in its card name and ride it as stand. So you can search 0 and still pay cost to get cards into the grave, which means those are the cards you want to put back in deck. So if I re-ride Kaiser, I could use a Shadow Kaiser, Soul Blast the Kaiser that I now rode over to send back to deck to re-Legion. Same with Dayusha. That's crazy. That fixes one of the big problems I have with the deck. Now, the other problem is Mariner sucks because stopping intercepts is not good. It's cool because it means discard. If it's discard, it goes to Soul, and you need Dayusha for that. Same with Die Dragon, because Die Dragon doesn't do anything unless. I mean, I guess I maybe could have called Die Dragon to the back row. Okay, maybe Die Dragon's okay. Maybe Die Dragon's okay, but the way they did it with Kaiser is it's a lot harder to use him. If you have a dimensional, no, that's for that. When this unit is placed on rear guard from the soul by the ability of your, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Dayusha in its card name, and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, your Vanguard's original critical equivalents too. So this we can run. Hear me out. This is live on our turn 3 if we go second, because our opponent will be at grade 3 and we can Legion. Otherwise, we have to wait till turn 4. But the same thing happens with Legion. We can't do it turn 3. And then when this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have all of your Vanguards, this unit get 5,000 power. That's basically another copy of Kaiser Greater. Kaiser Greater is like our best friend for getting extra power. But now we get an extra critical, and now we're talking. Now we just need... I wish this card wasn't so fucking bad. Look at... Maybe I'm sleeping on this card. Maybe I'm sleeping on that card. Because that's also a way for us... No, because the base can only call grade 2 or lower. I don't want to fuck with what was already working. How many Shadow Kaisers are we playing? 3? I think we play 4. Shadow Kaiser is really important. I didn't realize how important Shadow Kaiser was, but he really is. I think we might have actually cracked the code on this. It just sucks because I have to go. So we don't have time for another game. Sorry guys, but I gotta get going. Thanks for tuning in. As always, guys. Next week's stream, we're probably gonna start off with Dark Kaiser just to, because I really think I figured it out. I think we figured out how to play that. I mean, you guys saw we played against Bob Soccer, arguably the best deck in the game, and we almost won. Almost won. I mean, if we had hit even one critical on any of our restanding Vanguards, fuck off, man. And then that one Balladrid where we hit our twin drive, hit blanks, and then check the top 5, and it was 5 fucking triggers. Like, god damn it. God damn it. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. That's gonna be it for me, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Later, guys.